right. Welcome, everybody, back to another session of Gaunt's Gold, our second session. We had our first session last week, and the usual day will be Wednesdays. But one of our players was busy yesterday, so we rescheduled it tonight just because it kind of worked out. I don't always do the rescheduling thing just because it can be hard. And people have to change plans. But it was so early on in the campaign and it worked out for everybody, so we decided to just swap the day for this week. But it will normally be on Wednesdays at 7. So yeah, we are back with our second session now. We're getting into it. We've had our introduction, and now we can begin the campaign proper. Right, guys?
Woo!
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, proper. If that's what you call it. If that's exactly what you call it.
I just like to throw it to you guys sometimes, just to catch you off guard and see what you say.
I'm always ready.
Admittedly,
yeah.
I was off guard. I had jelly beans in my mouth, so it's fine.
Ooh.
Hey, yo, you better share.
Yeah, did you bring enough to share with the class?
I did, but you have to come get them.
Dang it.
Oh, I love this jaunty little tune.
It's from Dragon's Dogma Online.
Ooh.
All right. So, previously on Gaunt's Gold in our first session, the party, having each been arrested and rounded up into a prison caravan headed for a large prison off past Whaler's Rest. When the caravan rested for the night in a small little camp in a forest clearing, their fates were upturned by a fluke raid that happened by some Crete mole people who attacked the caravan seeking to raid it of supplies, but ended up accidentally freeing our 4 party members, our criminals. And so after fighting off the Crete raiders alongside one of the guards, the party struck a deal with that remaining guard, the one who survived the attack, and he promised to just look the other way and say he didn't know where they went, so long as they just ran off into the night and never brought it up again. But as the party was making their leave, there was another girl locked up in the cages of the prison caravan, and they decided to free her, even if she was a little bit odd, dressed in her maid's uniform. And so they met Camille, a young elven girl. Camille offered that if the party needed a place to lay low while the guards were on high alert looking for these escaped fugitives, that she had the perfect spot in the city of Marenhall. She also offered that once they arrived, if they were interested, she might have an idea, a job for them, should they choose to accept it. And so the party traveled along to Marenhall along the cliffside roads in the early light of dawn, and eventually arrived at the maritime city of Marenhall, where they found a sprawling cityscape of white limestone buildings and stairs that rise up into kind of a tiered city, as well as these massive turning windmills that were channeling arcane energy with blue gemstones at the very tops of them. Camille led them to a little tavern called the Tipsy Quipper and introduced them to the owners, as well as brought them up to the attic where she said they could lay low. And that was where she pitched her little job that she had for them, in which she told them of a woman named Gwendolyn Gaunt, Lady Gwendolyn Gaunt, and informed them that she just ended her employ under Lady Gaunt, though she was as vague as that, and that she now planned to rob Lady Gaunt's bank vault at Evermore Bank and Holdings, which is one of the largest banks in the entire continent and a highly secure location. But Camille said that she knows Lady Gaunt like the back of her hand after working as a maid. And thus, there's never been a better opportunity to rob the noblewoman than right now. And so, when the party all agreed to join the plan and join the crew, she gave them a little to-do list of things, of first steps to take in the heist, the scouting phase, as she called it, in which actually you guys can look. Let's go over to the game itself. You guys can look in your journal, which is a little book tab on the right.
Ooh,
I have added a note there called Camille's to-do list,
nice.
like so. So if you forget what you were doing, there's a little list that she's written up for you. This is canon. She wrote this down.
Heck yeah.
Someone's gonna have to read it to Kegox. He's like, I don't know what these scribbles mean.
Bro. Don't worry, we'll read it to him.
And so she advised you that first things first, you ought to gather some info from some hot spots around town, anywhere where people congregate. Taverns, cafes, restaurants. Where there's large groups of people, there should be information and interesting things to learn. She also said that the first major important step is to scout the bank itself, as she's never been any further than the lobby when accompanying Lady Gaunt. And she said that in order to know what you guys are going to be up against when you actually perform the heist, it's important to get an idea of the inside, the interior workings of the bank, and what obstacles might be in your way. But she did warn you that if you don't have a reason to get any further into the bank, they're probably not going to let you any further than the lobby, just like her.
Hmm.
So, the last step was to just keep your eyes peeled, stay on the lookout for useful allies to recruit into the scheme. Brains, brawn, distractions, insiders, all sorts of useful folk that might help the plan. And that was where she left you guys, as she handed you a map of the city itself while you were sitting in the attic of the Tipsy Quipper. And so she passed the map to Anthena and you all took a look at it. But you decided next that you ought to settle into the Quipper itself and put your belongings into some of the rooms on the second floor. You also, just to do a bit of logistics, a little bookkeeping, you also found some items, Anthena. I added them to your
Yes.
inventory.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
And Sarisa, you're poking around this weird thing that had a key, just to remind you.
Yeah. No, I
So-
remember.
I figured you probably did.
Yeah.
So as Camille kind of hands you that rolled up map and wishes you guys luck with the early stages, telling you that she herself is going to lay low during the days because she is a bit more of a known face around here. But that you guys would probably be all right so long as you, as long as Leah didn't make her face too known to the Marissois family.
I like attention. What can I say?
So, as you guys stand up from the table, the planning table in the attic, what would you like to do next?
I mean, I'm good with just heading downstairs and putting our stuff away. I'd like to check out the hallway with the rooms just to see if there's anything interesting, but yeah, I don't know what everybody else's plan is.
maybe taking a nap.
Yeah.
It's
Probably
nap
first order of
time.
business.
Resting
like a
is a
few
good
hours.
idea.
I have very limited spell slot. Well, I already did my long rest on my sheet, but like, yeah, I'd like my spell slots back.
Oh, how dare you! You haven't
Oh.
been sleeping.
So you guys make your way away from the planning table and back down the stairs toward the second floor. And down that hallway that you didn't travel last time. So you see there's 4 doors spread throughout this hallway. Each of them are closed, but Anthena, as you reach one of them and try it, it's not locked.
I'll go inside, I suppose.
So inside you find a slightly ramshackle, but still relatively cozy inn room with 2 beds as well as footlockers to store belongings and a dresser on the right to keep clothing.
All right.
And similarly, as you check the other rooms, you find them to be about the same. Most of the rooms are empty except for the room here, in which the bed here has a backpack sitting on it, which you surmise to mean it might be occupied.
Interesting. There's somebody else staying here. Can I start dusting this cobweb? I don't want to use
Yeah.
a spell slot for the bit, but I do have Unseen Servant.
Yeah, you technically are gonna go long rest, so.
Oh, true. Okay. Yeah, I cast Unseen Servant on the room.
Alright, yeah, so, Leah, there isn't, anything to see here except for, the room just kind of slowly cleaning itself up. Cobwebs in the corner dusting themselves, and just layers of dust being brushed off of, the chests and the bed sheets kind of arranging themselves into a neat pattern.
So this is the clean room then. Yes.
Welcome
It
to
is
the
now.
clean room. Actually, I mean, I could. How long does it? It lasts for an hour. I can have it go do all the rooms. I think range is 60 feet. Yeah, I can get all the rooms. I'll have it do that. Once it's done in here, it'll go to the others.
Aw.
Is there anything in these chests? Or are they completely empty?
There's just more cobwebs. Little spider
Oh,
runs
okay.
out.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're empty because no one's occupying the rooms. They're for the patrons. In one of them, there is like a folded old linen to replace the sheets, but doesn't seem like they're keeping the utmost of care of this place. It's a little worn down. So each of you settle into whichever room you want. There are 2 beds in each room, so you can share. But there's also 4 rooms, so you could split up quite a bit if you wanted.
Leah is like hovering in the doorway of Anthena's room.
She'll turn to you and just smile and like, I don't know, not like gesture you to the bed, but be like, like, just like be like, do you want to stay in here?
That's all right with you.
Yeah, of course.
I'm not used to staying by myself, so.
Oh. We can be roommates.
So yeah, you guys each settle into whichever room you choose, and then can also take a quick nap if you need to, as you've been walking most of the night. I haven't really had a chance to sleep. But as I said, it is you did get here at like 5 in the morning, so you'll still have daylight when you wake up. But your sleep schedules will just be completely ruined.
Dude.
It's fine. All of the nefarious stuff has to happen at night anyways, so it's fine.
So make sure that you click long rest on your character sheets.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Dude, so K-Gox is just gonna be chilling out in the hall?
Yeah, he's just in the hallway. He unrolls his bedroll, lays it out, and then just lays there and goes to sleep.
Very well.
Oh, okay. Oh, hang on. Let me.
Get on the bed, Anthea.
I'm
Take a
sorry.
nap like the rest of us.
So yeah, you guys do your best to get some sleep. The beds are they're not uncomfortable, even if they are a little worse for wear.
How about the floor? Is the floor comfortable?
Floor's a little bit less comfortable, but Gigox, you're used to worse, so I'm sure you do just fine.
Yeah, I'm used to like laying on like cold ice and rocks and things like that. So the floor is nothing. It's actually an improvement. So
Oh.
And then as time passes, you eventually kind of just awake out of general restlessness of getting enough sleep, but maybe not as much as you would have chosen. And each of you kind of roll out of bed, feeling a little bit off, just because it kind of sucks to wake up at like in the evening.
Oh. Yeah. I
Um,
know what that's like.
But there is still daylight streaming through the windows. It's not quite sundown yet, and so you are more rested than you were when you got here, and you gather up what you need to head out into the city, and you can decide what you want to do next.
What if one of us wants to sleep in?
Well, then you just mute your mic for 40 minutes.
Sarisa, eepy. She don't want to get up. 5 more minutes, Mom.
All right. Well, as you guys gather up your things and then make your way out into the hall to see Kegox kind of still in the hallway, you notice that Cerise's not joined you in the hallway.
I'm gonna poke my trunk into her room, and I'm gonna give a loud trumpet, like a
Wake up call.
like the bugle call.
Yeah.
Bro, Sarisa freaking tumbles out of bed now.
I mean, that'll wake you up.
Bro. She's like, no! I just wanted 5 more minutes.
You had 40. Don't ask how I know how to tell time, but can't read.
It's all instinct.
Bro. Alright, Sarisa is up begrudgingly now.
So with the essentials gathered, you guys can head back down to the tavern floor if that's what you want, unless you want to just stand around here all day.
Oh, I mean, it'd be pretty fun.
We could play cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Nope.
each individually playing your own game of solitaire.
Oh, yeah.
For the rest of the session.
Guys, I think we should play 2 Truths and a Lie for 3 hours.
Dang.
Good.
Never have I ever.
Never heard
Yeah.
Anyways, you make your way back down to the tavern floor. You can see the the tavern floor is not any busier than it was in the morning. As they told you, they don't see many patrons here, which may have something to do with the rather rundown premises. The woman who was here eating breakfast, rather miserably, is now rather miserably eating dinner.
Oh. Oh.
And Abigail is hard at work preparing the dinner menu for patrons who will probably never arrive.
No.
We'll be the patrons. We'll
We'll
the
eat her
patrons. We're
dinner!
here. We'll eat her dinner.
I will eat. Yes.
Yes.
So, what would you like to do?
Does this anchor look like I can pick it up?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's just sitting on one of the crates, so you probably could just pick it up.
Okay, like is it?
It is pretty heavy, but
Yeah, I kind of figure. I just kind of like I want to put my hands on it and like kind of like testingly lift it to see.
yeah, it's definitely quite heavy. It's designed to stop ships from moving, so it's got some pretty heavy weight to it.
I'm debating on whether or not it's wieldable. In my elephant brain, I'm debating. So
Hitting
I would
enemies
say,
with a full anchor. That's crazy.
I
Yeah.
would say
No, it
an
worked.
anchor of this size probably not. It would be a little unwieldy in comparison
Darn.
to a traditional weapon, but maybe if you find a smaller anchor.
I look at this and then out loud I say, "I need one of these," and then I walk over to the counter.
I mean, we could get you one of those. I imagine, just like for fun, or
And I take my maul off of my back, and it's like, no, to go with this or to replace this.
oh, okay, to hit people. Yeah, that would be pretty effective, I imagine. I don't know where you could source an anchor though. We'll be on the lookout.
There's got to be some boats that are out of commission. Maybe one of those has an anchor.
We could also just steal one. I mean,
That's true.
they won't
We
miss
could.
it for like a little bit, and then when they do miss it, it'll be a bit too late. So.
I think if they were missing it, the ship might have already floated out to sea. So
I don't know if they could stop me from taking one.
I think maybe we find a group of people who have a boat that we don't like, and then we take their anchor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
Um,
Kegox nods. This is a grand idea. This is a grand idea. We have other things to do, but this is a grand idea.
Athena gets a look on her face that she has an immediate thought of people that fits that description, and she's she's like, "Yeah, it's not hard to find people that you don't like that own ships. So, I'm sure we'll
Well, I
find
don't
something."
know anybody on a ship, so
Oh, really?
maybe I don't like any of them, or maybe I like all
Why
of
not?
them. I haven't met any of them yet.
Some of them are great. Some of them can be interesting.
Mm.
Seriously,
think-
it's just
I think- yeah,
the three of you
I
look
think
over and
there's a-
Sarisa just head down the counter.
no.
Me.
Oh, good, she's not dead. I was about to perform an autopsy.
I think it'd be a little too soon.
Well, if she had just
Honest-
suddenly up and died, I'd like to know why.
Oh my god.
I'll kind of call to Abigail and I'll be like, would you happen to have any coffee or something that gives you a bit of energy?
Oh, I think I should have some of that around here.
Oh,
Just
we'd
let me
love
look.
to
Let
have
me
some.
look. And she begins to kind of get onto her knees and rifle around under the counter. When she does that, she completely disappears from sight because she's a tiny little halfling.
Oh,
That's so cute.
I love halflings so much.
She's so cute.
And a short while later, after a lot of clattering that you just hear from under the counter,
Aw.
she pops back up again onto her little stool that she uses to boost herself over the counter and says, I found some. Would you like that then?
Oh, yeah, that'd be wonderful. Thank you.
She just kind of mumbles to herself as she begins to prepare it. Normally you shouldn't drink coffee afternoon because then you'll have a hard time sleeping, but... And she just kind of trails off as she begins to prepare it for you.
What is coffee?
Oh
my
no.
gosh. Oh yeah, elephant zoomies. Let's go.
A short while later, she brings you a mug of it, and Thena looks towards the others. Would anyone else like some as well?
I will try this coffee.
It's really wonderful. It gives you energy and just, helps you stay awake.
Cerese's head is still on the counter.
It's very good for
You
all-nighters.
She
know,
brings
I
you
don't-
a steaming mug of coffee, Kega.
Okay.
I don't expect we'll be up all night, but I feel like it would be nice to have some energy while we go scout things out.
I drink
And
it
I'll
and
just-
go.
Yeah, I kind of pass.
Teresa, did you guys ask for any?
Cerese's head is still on the counter.
Oh, well,
I kind of
Leah will
tap
buy a
Cerise-
cup for Sarissa.
She
Okay,
alright?
yeah, I kind of tap her on the shoulder and give her my mug and see if she'll drink some.
Huh? What?
I- Just have a sip of this. It's really good, I promise.
Is there any sugar in it?
Ooh, probably not, but we could find some.
Oh yeah. All right.
I will say, Sarisa, as somebody from Halasacha, you'd actually probably be used to people putting hot peppers in their coffee.
Ooh, you're right.
Ooh.
That's true. You're right. So she'll tiredly take the mug and she'll sip it and she's like, not enough peppers.
Pepper?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Do you usually put pepper in your coffee?
She'll look around at everybody. She's like, doesn't everybody?
Abigail's already brought out a wooden pepper grinder, and she's like, "Is this what you want?"
Is it?
Well, it's
Right?
pepper.
She's like, yeah.
Oh, that's incredibly strange. I've never seen anyone put ground pepper in their coffee, but I suppose so.
Wait, does she actually put ground pepper or like chili peppers? Wait.
No, it's hot peppers. It's
Hot
something called
peppers?
I was thinking
a
Alright.
chili
domsha
peppers.
pepper.
Dude,
No, it's not
Cerese's
chili, but it's a domsha pepper. It's called, and it's this sort of red pepper with a black tail on the end of it.
Bro, Cerise is half asleep. She's just like, yeah, it's that one. Yeah.
She just grinds like black pepper into your coffee.
Oh my god!
Just the entire
Delicious.
time, just a worried look on her face. Like she's committing some sort of Cuisinary sacrilege.
It is
think it's-
sacrilege. What are you talking
it's
about?
Fully invested. She thinks she's found some new secret. It's like, oh, this is fascinating.
Right? And then Cerise takes another drink and she's like,
Oh god.
wait. And she looks, she's like, oh, oops. Wrong pepper.
Oh, you meant like bell peppers?
No, something more spicy, please.
Oh, well, I don't know that I have many of those, but actually, isn't there? I do think there's a market stall in the stilts that sells hot peppers.
Ooh.
So if you bring me one of those, I could surely brew it up for you.
Side quest acquired. Must get spicy peppers.
The spiciest of all peppers you must acquire.
Dude. Be a spicy cup of Joe. But Cerise is like, ooh, absolutely. Make sure to snag some while we're out. and she'll like look at Athena, and she'll like hold her mug up with like the, the pepper coffee. She's like, "Do you want some?"
Yeah. She'll take it back and try to drink it. Ooh.
Cerise's
Yeah.
watching intently.
She'll take a sip of it. I imagine it's terrible.
Oh, it's the worst.
Awesome.
I will drink it if you don't want it. As my original cup is gone, I've
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll send it down to K-Cox. You know,
down it too in one go.
it's not really my thing, but I'm sure somebody would like it.
How does Kegox handle coffee for the first time?
I'm so curious.
Well,
Yeah, me too.
where you're from, there would be like basically no way that would ever grow naturally.
Yeah.
And so it wouldn't really be a part of your culture at all. And in the era that we're speaking, there would be no like trade at all as well. So you would just have no experience with it at all. And so you would maybe expect, by the way people talk about it, like it has like a kick to it, you would expect it to be like alcohol, which you would be familiar with. And
Yeah, that's why he
then-
downed it in one go, because it was such a small cup.
Yeah, but instead of like kind of like taking the edge off and giving you a buzz, you just feel like really hyped up instead. It's like a completely different effect.
Dude, elephant zoomies.
He's like his shoulders are trembling a little bit, and he's
Oh,
just kind of
God.
like vibrating in his chair, like ooh.
Is he gonna be all right?
Yeah, he'll what? Actually I don't know, but we're going to have to see, I think.
I don't think we should have given him that extra cup.
Yeah, that might have been a mistake on my part, but you know what? We're going to go with it. Are we ready to head out?
Oh, does someone who has the map?
Oh, me.
Okay.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
I'll open it. I imagine it's a big map.
You unfurl the large map,
Booyah.
and everybody leans over your shoulder to look.
Ooh, okay.
Big
So
map.
currently, you guys are here,
Ooh.
and you
You
are
said-
at the Tipsy Quipper, which is a small tavern within the district known as the Stilts. But you can choose to explore the rest of the Stilts if you want. But you can ask people who live here if you want to know more about the city. There is somebody standing right next to you if you want to ask them.
That is true. I don't know. What do we think, guys? We could probably just stay around here and try and find, like, I don't know, some place that people congregate.
I'm not really familiar with the place, so anybody have any suggestions?
We do have a native, I think.
We all look at Leah.
This is true. Gran, what's the places where people congregate?
So, Leah, you think back to your time spent
Leah
in
would know
Marinol. You think back to your time
Yes,
spent
yes,
in
thank
Marinol,
you.
and you would remember that the Tipsy Quipper is sort of like a rundown tavern that many people don't really frequent, but there is a more popular sort of restaurant tavern hybrid in the Merchant's Round called La Baleine de Lune.
Ooh.
But there is
Can you
actually
write that
also it just means the whale of the moon,
Oh, fun.
the lunar whale. But there is actually another tavern in the Wash, which is a kind of like subset district of the Stilts, like a little kind of borough that is known for being very sketchy. People don't really go to the Wash unless they live there, or unless they're going to the pirate tavern that
Ooh.
exists within it.
Okay.
So that would be where people would congregate in terms of that. There is also a tea shop in the Merchant's Round where people tend to meet. There is also the artisan district where there's always crowds. between people trying to commission stuff from the talented artisans, the blacksmith, sculptor, all sorts of things. There is also a beach where people hang out sometimes,
Heck yeah.
as well as a steam house, a sort of bathhouse where people do hang out as well. There's a church of Brava called St. Hawthorne's Abbey, and that would be the major places where people spend their time.
Okay. So Leo will turn to the group and relay all of this information to them.
Nice.
Very, very well done. You're so knowledgeable.
Thank you. Yes.
You really know a lot about this
truly
world.
Yeah, she really knows so much about Marinol. But she will also say to the group, if we're going to the more populated places that are a little less sketchy, I'd like to be wearing a disguise, if that's possible.
Yeah.
They know me quite well at the Merchants Round, so...
I grab the hat at the end of the counter and I put it on Leah's head.
Oh, perfect. This'll work, right? Like, you think that... I'm not Leah anymore, guys. I'm Thea. Yeah?
Maybe we need a bit different of a name. I have this disguise kit here, so I can put some cosmetics on you. I don't know how you'd feel about dyeing your hair. We don't have to do that, but it is an option if, you know.
I mean, she is... What? You were arrested in this place, yes?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm near the Merchants Round, so if we're going to some of the more sketchy places, then that's fine. But if we're going to places where all the rich hoity-toities are, not great. You can also go without me. That's perfectly fine.
I think
No,
we should
you,
dye our
you
hair.
have to come with us. You have to come with us.
Okay.
Is there more coffee?
Oh no.
I think maybe you've had enough, K-Gox.
Domingo told me to cut people off when they've had too much ale. I think this might be something similar.
Yes, please cut him off.
This qualifies, yeah.
K-Gox, if you ingest too much caffeine when your body isn't used to it, you might go into shock and die.
I've
come
seen worse.
on.
I've been through worse. I need more coffee.
You
No.
can have some more tomorrow.
K-Gox, if
You
you
know.
die, can I do an autopsy? Please? Can I look at your bones?
My
Please.
bones.
Yes, no more coffee for
he
K-Gox.
leans over to Leah or Thea or whatever they're being called with the hat on their head, and if you get me more of this coffee, I promise my bones to you.
Oh my god.
Right, more coffee! Yeah!
No more coffee.
What? It's ethical!
No,
You
it's
said-
not.
Oh,
No.
Yes, I'm going to have to cut you off for now, but you can come back later and get more tomorrow.
Yes, thank you, Abigail.
Sad trumpet.
Oh,
Except it's all jittery, so it's like,
he's like scatting.
yeah.
Jazz trumpet.
So as you guys finish your coffee, feeling a little bit more perked up, some even more perked up than others, you stand and say your goodbyes to Abigail, with the intent to, well, I guess you tell me what you want to do.
It's true. We haven't decided on where we want to go.
We must find the
Right.
bank. We must find Gaunt.
No, K-Gox, that's too soon. We need to gather information first.
we'll get there eventually. We just have to figure out a way to get inside, you know, the actual bank.
Go in through the entrance.
I mean, you could do that, but unfortunately, I imagine they have such high security that they'll, you know, be onto you pretty soon.
Oh, they will have sentries posted.
Yeah. Yes. Exactly.
Oh
Hmm.
my gosh.
I am bigger than sentries.
No.
Oh, of course. Yeah, you definitely are.
I will go
It's
see how
just-
small these sentries are, and he walks outside.
No.
No,
Like, when he's walking really quick, he
no,
like
no, no,
climbs
no,
over a
no, no,
table.
no.
no. Why'd you
No,
give him
Giggles.
that idea?
No. No,
I
Giggles.
He's gone. Dude, he's out the door.
Oh, he's gone. Oh no. Giggles.
As you guys all like run out the door after Kgox, Killer Lily's just like, have fun out in the town. As you just sprint past him.
And Dana just yells, "Thank you!" over her shoulder.
Let's get rid of Camille one second. She's probably still.
Oh no. No, she's gone. Well, I mean, I guess we're going to the bank.
Oh my
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm encasing the joint.
Yeah, we gotta just go check it out. But then we can hit up the tavern like at nighttime. I imagine that's when most people will be there anyway.
Here's the thing. He can't read the map. He can't read the map, and he
Oh.
doesn't know where the bank is.
Oh,
So he's
well,
just
I have an
outside.
Hey, Gox, the bank is that way, and she points towards she points to the shadier part of the docks where the pirates are,
Oh, the
The
wash.
and she says the bank's that way.
Oh, and he gives like this triumphant like toot of his trunk, and then he just like starts running. He's running there.
all right.
We are going to get arrested.
No.
Again.
This is.
Again.
I think this is a good place to start.
Although while we're running, I think I'm just handing Leah like props from my disguise kit. I don't know what it is in canon, but I like to imagine it's just the equivalent of like a fake mustache. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can read in the disguise kit what it contains.
Let me look.
It's got like
Yeah.
like makeup and
Yeah.
false
Cosmetics, hair
mustaches
dye, and small
hair
props
dyes
to let
and-
you create disguises that change your physical appearance. So, it does have hair dye, but I doubt Leah wants to dye her hair, so I'll just help you like pull it up and put it under the hat.
Yulia has a hat, and like, can she have a fake mustache?
If she wants a fake mustache, I'm sure I have it.
Yeah,
Yes, this is the perfect disguise.
she wants a fake mustache.
No one will know.
She's gonna say she's a dwarf.
What's her dwarven name? You need like a convincing name if you want it to pass.
What would you suggest, Andina?
Oh, I mean, I haven't met any dwarves, so I'm actually not sure.
I haven't either. So I don't know. They're about my height, though, right? Like they're not as short as everybody says they are they?
Probably not. Wait, hang on. Do dwarves exist in this world? I do just want to
Yeah.
double check that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I didn't know. All right, awesome.
Yeah, but I will say the whole like
dwarf.
Lord of the Rings Gimli's joke or Aragorn's joke about female dwarves having facial hair, that's not canon here.
Okay.
So it wouldn't be like this like commonly known thing. And the pointy
Alright.
ears might give you one.
It's true. Can you like tuck them under the hat, maybe? I don't. They probably don't work that way.
She will attempt to like shove her ears into the hat.
Yeah. I think this looks. Well, I don't know. But we're gonna try it.
Very well. So as you guys make your way out to the exterior of the Quipper and work your way along, you're heading towards the wash. Is that right?
Yes, full steam ahead to the wash.
And we're just following Kgox, I
Right.
guess.
Yeah.
Very well. So you guys are winding your way from the Quipper down towards the wash. And so that brings you kind of towards the coastline. The area of the stilts that you're walking through are these sort of platforms that are raised up above the water, and the water kind of runs through in between each of these platforms in these little canals. You can occasionally see boats just lazily making their way along through the canals, as there are a multitude of docks that all sit along the outside of this district. And so you have to travel across a few wooden bridges that link up these little platforms of the aptly named stilts, and slowly make your way along towards the part of town known as the Wash. You can see off in the distance as you reach sort of one of the bridges that leads into the Wash that out in the harbor there are quite a few tall ships with their sails billowing in the sea breeze as they go about their business. But actually, as you arrive in the Wash, you can see that there's one that does not have its sails unfurled. In fact, it doesn't really have sails at all. It looks to be permanently moored in the
Does
harbor.
it have an anchor?
No.
Yes, does it have an anchor?
Does it have an anchor we can steal? Theft.
One moment, please. Let me put you guys in here.
He's loading the anchor heist map.
Anchor heist. Anchor heist.
Anchor
This one
heist.
might take a second to load. It is larger than the other one.
Oh, boy. White space.
Ooh.
So you guys make your way. Got somebody. Into the Wash, which is, as you arrive, you realize it is named such for the crashing waves that wash over the sides of the kind of tide walls here, and just spray the grass and sort of waterlog the entire area. As the on this little bend here, the sea is incredibly choppy. You can see off to your left there's sort of another little platformed area in which there are a few market stalls set up. But there are also houses that line this lane as it wraps around towards that tall ship that seems to be permanently moored. So, what would you like to do?
In what direction is Kagox running? Just continuously along the path?
Yeah, that's where he's going.
Okay.
Until someone points out what a bank is, he's moving.
I mean, anything could be a bank at this point.
What did a random person to go, that's a bank!
Oh
He
my
just,
god.
like, runs into that.
I kind of want to go look over at those stalls over there. They might be able to tell us a little something about where we are. But I don't want us to get too separated. So
I'll go with you, Anthena, if you'd like.
okay.
Sarisa, I believe in you. You've got him.
Kagox!
I believe in you.
Kagox, please!
Oh
That's
wow!
fine.
I think the bank might be over here.
Well, I think this might be the bank.
In the bank, and
don't
he's
know.
Kagox, please!
Ceresa's like, I have little legs, please.
Oh, legs! Kagox! Wait, how tall is everybody?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah, who's the shortest? It's not me, I swear.
It might.
I think
Actually,
it might be.
No.
How tall's Leah?
Leah is like 5'8", 5'9".
Oh, okay.
She's not super
Yeah.
tall, even for an elf.
As you're traveling along that little bridge that leads to that kind of stilt market, as they call them here, um, a woman actually kind of steps out into your path. She looks, Leah, you probably estimate kind of past middle age for an elf, though for an elf she looks a little youthful, despite the age, as that tends to just be how elves are. Though she does have gray hair, and she does seem kind of worse for wear, with rags only for clothing and dirt kind of smeared across her face. She steps out into the way of your path and kind of holds out one of her hands towards you and just says, "Spare a gold. Spare a gold piece."
Oh. I Anthena will. Oh gosh, I spent all my gold on our meal.
Leah will spare a gold.
Okay, all right, yeah.
Actually, she will give her 2 gold.
And then, oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Anthena pats her pockets, but they are empty. But she'll kind of take the woman's hands and look up at her and give her a smile, and she gets a bardic inspiration.
Aw. Ooh, Sarisa would like to give her a piece of gold, except, she's like panting and stuff, and her hands are really shaky when she's like handing her the gold piece. And she just puts it in her hand. She's like, "May fortune smile upon you."
The woman, the woman takes the gold pieces from you guys and then just sort of like stares at you, for a good long while, and then says, "Have we met before?"
Uh-oh.
I don't think so. We're all new in town.
No, I think I know you all.
All of us.
Mm-hmm. You remember from the tea party.
Tea party?
Mm-hmm. You were there, and you were there, and you were there, and you were there, but you were wearing a little hat. She points at you, Kickox. Where's your little hat
I
go?
am missing my hat. I am instantly alarmed that I am now missing a hat that I supposedly had.
Oh, right, the tea party. Yes, now I remember. Yes, of course. Yeah, you see, he lost his hat. It blew away in the wind.
Well, you'd better hurry up and find it before it washes away in the tide.
Oh, yes. That's actually what we're looking for.
From behind her, one of the merchants in the stalls just shouts out, "Leave them alone, missy. You already got their gold." And the woman, just kind of muttering to herself about a tea party, bustles on.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah. I'm not quite sure what to say. Which one like yelled out to her?
It was this one on the right.
Okay. All right. I'll walk up to his stall. Is he just selling like fish? I see a big old shark there.
Yeah, he has a massive shark on his table, though he does have a few barrels of smaller fish as well that he's selling.
He has a shark.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
he has a massive shark.
I must acquire this shark.
Oh, no.
Well,
It will be a grand feast.
because I don't know if we need a shark quite yet, but I'm sure we can get it eventually.
Mm.
Uh-oh.
No.
Just the clicky clack of the keys.
Yeah.
Oh, oops. My bad.
No, it's all good. I have a loud keyboard too. So yeah, you make your way up to that merchant. And he just kind of in a lower voice just goes, "Pay no mind to Missy over there. She's little short on marbles."
Oh, it's quite all right. I find all of us can be short of marbles sometimes.
I suppose so, but again, just bear no mind.
So, where'd you catch this beautiful fish?
Well, some of the ships in the harbor, they travel off on fishing voyages. This one's hauled straight from the deep sea itself. Far out in the Marin Sea, just points south. This way.
Oh, wow. And what about that ship over there? And she points to the dock, like the docked ship.
That ship? You mean you don't know?
Oh no, we're new.
That there's the Knife's Edge. It's a little tavern. He looks the four of you guys up and down, and then just kind of goes, Why not be your crowd though?
We'll take
Oh.
our chances.
Well, why do you say that?
Well, it's a bit of a rougher sort. Pirates and the lot. No offense, but none of you look like pirates.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't know. Seems interesting.
Well, you can go poking your nose around, but just don't blame me if you get it lopped off.
I think Anthena kind of smirks at that. And can I just see quickly, is this stall over here selling any spicy peppers?
He's not selling spicy peppers. In fact, he's selling mostly fish as well, barrels and boxes of fish of all sizes. But he also, instead of a shark, he has got a squid on his table, freshly caught.
Nice. All right. Is Kagok still looking at the shark?
He is intently.
Sorry, so we'll watch Kgox.
Watches my hand slowly reaches out for it.
Hey! Slaps him. Slaps his hand.
I look down at you like, what are you doing?
It's like, no touching. You can look, but no touching.
I tell the man that I want this shark.
Oh.
Well, all right. You mean the whole thing?
I want this shark, yes.
All right. Cooking for a whole party of 12 then, yeah?
And I look back and I'm like, less than a tribe, yes.
Well, all right. I suppose if you want to buy the whole thing, you can. That'll just be 40 gold.
I look to Sarisa. 40 gold.
What?
What is this gold?
Hey, Kagok, do you remember that stuff that I tried to hand you? And you said, what do I do with this? And I was like, you use it to buy stuff.
Money can be exchanged for goods and services.
Yes, exactly.
And goods not be exchanged for goods? I don't understand. What will you take for this shark?
Well, I suppose if you had something valuable enough to match the shark, but not really looking for anything but gold.
See, Kgox, we cannot afford this shark.
Not yet, but
Can we simply
eventually-
not take the shark?
No. Ceresa
No.
tries to pull him towards the well. No. Do not get any more strange ideas, Kgox. We cannot just take the shark. Sorry about him. He just, he's new to things, I think.
Little short on marbles yourself.
Yes, exactly. Short on marbles. And gold.
You pull him away. It's like, what is a marble? You confuse me with these words. Can I trade marbles for sharks?
No.
I mean, if they were expensive enough marbles. And Thina will lean in and she's like, now, you could just take it, but you can't do it right in front of the person who's trying to sell it. You know what I mean?
Oh, what?
Well,
So you're saying he needs to be out of the way?
No,
Kgox thinks like
no.
there's this big vivid flash in his mind where he just picks the man up and throws him over the wall and takes the cart.
no. Okay, let me rephrase that. Apologies. We don't take from people like this who, do their own fishing or hunting or creating things and try to sell them. That's, they're this is their livelihood. This is how they make money.
That is theft. That is theft.
That's right.
Yes. But there are people in the world who, have much more than they will ever use. And she kind of like is like a bit like what and she drops her voice. She's like what we're kind of like working on right now. So that it's fine, probably.
I will be back to trade marbles for this shark, and then he just nods and walks past Anthea and Cerisa.
Thank you, sir. And she walks away.
So you make your way back along the bridge out of the little stilt market, and where would you like to go next?
I mean, my vote is the tavern that's in the ship, but I don't know if anybody else has other ideas.
That bank was smaller than I expected it to be.
Yeah, I do. I think maybe, that might have not been the bank. I thought it was the bank. It wasn't the bank. The bank, I think, is probably over there. And she points at the ship.
You are forgiven. You are forgiven for a small mistake. It is easy to get confused.
It is. This is a very big town.
So we're thinking the big ship?
I think if we don't want to
like big ship.
talk to anybody else that's like out here.
Yeah, I mean,
Just head where you want.
yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I want to ask this lady about the tea party. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like, what kind of tea party was it?
I think it was just a lovely little tea party.
Right?
With fun little hats.
Fun little hats.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Could Kgox make an insight check about the woman's tale about the tea party?
Sure, if you want.
Can we all make
Yeah, you guys can make insight check.
Where's that? Dude.
I mean, yeah, with an 18, you know that you definitely weren't. Oh, with a 24, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, Cerisa and Kgox, you guys are very well aware that you did not attend any tea parties.
Bro.
Does it seem like
certainly...
the ramblings of a mad person or someone who is a bit touched in the head?
Yeah.
Okay. I lean into Anthena and Cerisa. It's like, I believe they may be maddened.
Unfortunately, I think so too.
But there is oftentimes wisdom in a madman's words.
Oh, absolutely. Maybe we should get you a little hat. I think it would look good.
I think what he means is maybe we should also question the lady with not many marbles.
Oh, all right.
You never know. She could have seen something that might be useful.
Indeed.
That's true. All right. Yeah, we can ask her some questions. And I'll kind of walk up to her. And is she just standing or is she like sitting?
She's like kind of got her hands braced on the stone railing that outlines this little stilt market. And she's just looking down at the churning ocean.
I'll just kind of gently tap her on the shoulder, and I'll be like,
She like
it's,
jumps when you do
oh,
that,
oh,
and
it's,
spins around like she's
oh,
ready to fight.
oh, no, it's okay. We're not. We just had a question for you.
And we are not here for your marbles.
No, what?
No.
Have we met before? Who are you?
Yes. Or well, my name's Anthena. What's your name?
Hmm?
What's your name?
She like thinks for a moment, as if she's like trying to say something. Have we met before?
We were at a tea party. You said so yourself. I lost my hat.
Tea party? I hate tea parties.
Are you sure you don't remember us at a tea party?
No, I would never go to a tea party. Stuck up event like that? Of course not.
Yes, they are quite stuffy. Well, then, no, you haven't met us before. We're new in town.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know if I believe that.
Oh, why is that?
Well, we're old friends, of course.
Right. Yes. Yes, we are. But you know, I've changed so much. I feel like a new person sometimes. So
We all feel like that sometimes.
yeah. So tell me, have you noticed anything interesting going on around here?
There was that one day when all the trees turned purple.
Oh,
Yes,
that
I
is
thought that
interesting.
was very unusual.
Yeah. Huh. Well, we'll have to look into that, I guess.
And then there was that other day when everything was upside down. But
Mhm.
no one else seemed to think that odd. Nobody but me.
Some people can just adjust to things like that.
What wisdom can you impart upon us, great sage?
Oh no.
Well, I should warn you that every time you cross one of those bridges in town, you ought to do so on one foot.
On 1 foot.
Yes, otherwise your grandmother might have a heart attack.
Oh.
Oh, that's lovely.
Is
I
it
mean-
only grandmothers? See, I don't really have a grandmother, or at least I don't know my grandmother, so
Same.
Mine is
So-
long gone.
I've never
Oh.
tested the theory, but that is what they say.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll be careful. And I think it is gonna
What more can you tell us of this area? These changing trees and these cursed bridges.
She kind of thinks for a moment. Well, have we met before?
We have met twice now.
Are you sure? You don't seem familiar.
Sorry, don't mean to interrupt. Can I make like a medicine check or something to see like what's up with her?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Okay. Come on, don't fail me now, baby.
With a 14, there's no hard fast solution. There's nothing to recognize here. She just seems to be circling back in on herself.
All right. Cerise is gonna turn to Athena and say, "Okay, maybe I was wrong, and sometimes it's okay to be wrong, but I don't think we're going to get any information out of her."
Yes, yeah, I think I agree with that. But, doesn't hurt to try.
True.
And I think Athena will kind of like give her a little nod and a smile and just like a wave and then just kind of walk off. And she will, and not Sarisa, the old woman. And then she'll kind of like intentionally start hopping on one foot as she crosses the bridge. But it looks a little goofy because she's a satyr, so yeah, one hoof.
She's like, and she'll look at Kagax as like, Kagax, I think we should go. We need to find that. We gotta find the bank.
Indeed. Where is this bank? And I ask the beggar where the bank is.
There's no bank in town. Don't be silly.
I feel like I've been lied to.
Well, thank you for your words of wisdom, ma'am. We need to get going. Kagax, come on. There is a bank, just not here.
Not in this town.
No.
The sage has said so.
No.
The sage has spoken.
And Cerise will say, "Well, bye-bye. May Fortuna smile upon you."
Have we met before? She says as you walk away.
Okay.
Do not forget to hop, Sarisa. And I hop on one foot across the bridge.
Cerise is gonna like cover her face. She's gonna double face palm. Just like, oh my goodness. And she picks up one foot and starts hopping with everybody else. Because why not at this point?
Hey, it's like hopscotch. We're having fun.
Having fun.
So yeah, you guys make your way a little slower than usual across the bridge, and back to the road that leads along Lamprey Lane here.
Well, I don't
And,
know. I don't know if it'll do anything to save people's grandmothers, but it is kind of fun.
I guess. Yeah, that was kind of fun.
Rituals like this could bring good luck. We should keep these in mind for later. That sage is very wise. I think we should listen to them.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's what I was wondering.
Yeah, as you're walking kind of along the road, Athena ahead of the others, a man who's dressed in this kind of fine blue uniform walks out of the alley to your right, and just kind of hurries along the path, sort of pushing past you. And as he's pushing past you, you notice that he's just sniffing the entire time, and he just walks on by.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Cerise is gonna start patting her pockets.
Yeah. Have I seen anybody in that uniform like walking, into town or anything, or was that unique to him? No?
You haven't seen anybody else wearing that uniform, but you make a mental note of it.
Okay. All right. Will do. All right.
Well, that was weird.
And indeed, the alley that he came from is strung with little lanterns, almost inviting people inside.
Is there anybody? Can we see anybody down it, or is it just kind of like a?
The buildings themselves are a little tall, and so they cast a bit of a shadow here, blocking out the light. And so it's a pretty dark alley, but those with dark vision, you can kind of see down it. You can see at the end there's a little stall, little market stall.
Oh. Hey,
Ooh, wait,
you guys
who
wanna-
has? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think I have dark vision. Do
I got
any of
dark
you?
vision. I think.
You have dark vision?
I
Yeah,
do not have dark vision.
I think. Hold on, let me double check that real quick. Oh my god, where do I see that?
It's on
Oh,
the left side in your senses, yeah.
Yeah, found it. All right. Yep, I have dark vision, baby. Ooh, so Sarisa can see the stall all the way down.
Mhm.
And she'll
Yeah.
like tilt her head. She's like, "Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, what is it?
Oh, there's a stall all the way at the end of this alley.
Oh, we could check it out. Maybe they're selling your peppers.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm assuming that your internet is being wonky, Leah. Hello?
Yeah, I think she's muted.
Oh, okay.
She's
You are
working
muted.
on it.
But I'll move her along after you guys. If she can hear me,
Yeah.
I'll move you along with the party unless you tell me otherwise. So you guys are heading into the alley?
Ooh, yeah. Let's
Yep.
go.
I'm curious what that man was doing. So
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you make your way off into the gloomy little alleyway. Let me copy the group. I need to remember to do that. All right. And so you follow that little stony road to the end of the alley.
Oh yeah.
oh,
Where
Anthena can
you-
see, but
Yeah, where
I
you
can.
all now can see.
oh, okay.
As you get a little closer, you can now see the stall that's set up here.
Hmm.
There is a well kind of at the end of this little alley to provide water for the residents of these houses, but beyond it is a market stall set up against one of the houses in the far corner of the alleyway, with a table that bears all forms of little glowing bottles and flasks. And seated on a tall stool behind the counter is a goblin in a monocle and top hat.
Booyah.
So as you walk down along the alley toward him, you can see that the goblin has sort of positioned himself on this really tall stool so that he can look down at anybody who approaches the stall. He's just tall enough on his stool to be able to look down at everybody. And he scrutinizes each of you with his little monocle as you walk up, and then goes, "Well then, here to buy something?"
Oh, I mean, maybe. What do you have for sale?
"Well, of course, only the finest of..." He trails off for a moment and adjusts his monocle and top hat. "Illicit substances."
Oh,
I don't think he's selling peppers.
me neither. Do these vials here that he has, do they look anything like the ones that I took from the attic?
A similar shape, but they're not the same potion. You can tell that.
Oh, okay.
I lean over to Sarisa. What is an illicit substance?
Usually nothing good.
How-
So she'll just like she doesn't want to explain it to she's had to run after this elephant man and make sure he doesn't steal sharks. She's just gonna dodge question. What kind of illicit substances?
Well, really, you can pick your poison, literally, if that's what suits your fancy. He points towards a little flask that's filled with this kind of murky, disgusting-looking green liquid. This right here will knock anyone dead with just a couple drops.
Oh.
But, of course, if you're not in the market for a little murder, I do have more recreational substances. And he kind of slides a different little bottle that's filled with this sort of purple liquid. This right here, you might know it. Purple ephedra. It'll take the edge off after a long, hard day.
Have we heard of that before? Or
Yeah, have we like?
I
Do we
mean,
know
it depends on what circles you roll in. It's a depressant. It's a downer. Well, I guess one of you can make a history check if you want me to tell you more.
Who has best history? Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, you can all just roll.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
thought we could all just roll.
Oh, horrible. 10.
Oh wait,
Well,
hold on. Sorry, go ahead.
Leah, you've heard about it just in passing, but aren't super familiar with it. But the stories you've heard about it is that it is addictive, but more so habitually than substance-based addictive. But if that doesn't suit your
It's
fancy, if you're not
drugs.
looking for a downer, we have something to pick you up as well. And he brings a tiny little vial from this little rack here, and he holds it out towards you, Cerisa, and shakes it, and it just sparkles. It's a little powder in the vial.
Ooh, shiny.
And as it sparkles, he goes,
Oh, no.
"You might be familiar with pixie dust.
Am I
If
familiar?
you ever need to focus or you need to accomplish something extra quick, a little snort of pixie dust will get you right there."
He's like, ooh, shiny.
I think I see Sarisa oogling the pixie dust. I'm like, I'll kind of step forward and be like, I don't know if we need any of this today. I'm sure we can come back, but I was just wondering, did you see that man that was either in the alley or standing by the alley? He was wearing kind of a blue uniform.
Oh, I promise you I do not know what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
Can we roll? What do you roll to like see if somebody's lying?
Insight?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Can we roll to see if this guy's fibbing?
Yeah, of course. You can insight check basically anything anybody says if you think it's a lie.
Booyah!
So feel free whenever you
30,
guys want to
20.
insight check stuff, just insight check it.
Ooh,
And I'll tell
nice.
you I'll tell you their body language and what they're kind of doing. I'll never tell you like outright necessarily that they're lying, but you know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's obvious. But you estimate Anthena that he knows he's lying to you, and he knows you know he's lying.
Okay. Yeah.
But he's doing it because obviously he's going to protect his clientele.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my apologies. This is quite an interesting place to set up your business. Do you get lots of foot traffic here, or?
Well, it is the wash. And didn't you see my lanterns? It certainly invited you inside.
He's got a
that
point.
is- He does. Yeah, that is true.
But you haven't even heard my entire stock. In fact, we've got something fresh and new. Get it before it's gone.
And what would that be?
Well, this little concoction, he holds up a little blue substance in a glass bottle. This right here is slumberline. Essence of slumberline. One little sip of this, right to sleep.
Ooh, Therese is gonna motion to Anthena.
Just, hey,
She's gonna like whisper.
She'll actually, Anthena will message you.
Oh.
I feel like that's probably safer. She'll just be
Ooh.
like, "This might be good for our upcoming excursion."
Well, ooh, should Sarisa be like what?
I don't know. Yeah, have you ever been? I don't know. Have you ever been messaged? Oh, she's like, it's me. It's Anthena. I'm just kind of in your head right now. But you can talk back to me. It's just I think this is safer than saying anything out loud in front of this guy.
Oh, that's really useful. I was just thinking that actually. It could be very useful for the future.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Anthena will look back up at the guy and she'll be like, "They have to drink it? Is that the only way that it works?"
Well, they must ingest it, yes. But
I see
I
this
guarantee you, the taste is very mild. So just slip it into something and they won't know.
Hmm.
I see this thing with like a perfume kind of sprayer. Can I like gesture to that and be like, and what's this?
No, you don't want that.
How do you know what I want?
Well, it's not finished yet, is it?
Then why is it in front?
Well, just to generate a bit of interest. It
Are you
has
gonna tell me?
generated interest, has it not?
Sure, I'd love to know what it is.
When it's done, you can come on back. And I'll show you
And
what
when-
it does. But, again, you really don't want to try this right now. I promise.
Aw.
Hmm.
And when might it be done?
Well... It'll take a couple more test runs, so... Give it a few days, and I'll have something worth your while.
Okay. And how much was it again for the sleep one?
For the Slumberling,
Yeah.
that would be 20 gold for a vial.
I message all of the party members. I'm like, we need money, guys.
We need money.
Or we could acquire one shark and get 2 of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't know how we don't really have a ship to go acquire a shark, unfortunately.
Hmm.
One of you could make a distraction and I could try to swipe it, but I feel like maybe making an enemy of this guy isn't really a good idea.
I don't think so.
He is very small.
He is, but he probably has lots of accomplices that aren't as small.
Okay, no more giving Kgox ideas.
I mean, it's a good thought, but
He could
Maybe not at
easily
this
fit
time.
into a barrel.
Oh my god.
it's true. he could fit into a barrel. I think Anthena looks back at the well and she's like, yeah. But okay, no. Well, I think maybe we'll have to revisit all this. And she'll look back up at the man and she'll be like, "We'll be back later." And yeah, I think Anthena will walk away. But unless you guys have more you want to investigate.
I kind of want to name drop Lady Gaunt. You know,
Ooh.
right? I want to see what his reaction would be to hearing her name.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it, but don't say that we're like don't say our plan or anything. But yeah, I think maybe like just see what his reaction is to her.
Oh, I'm trying to think though. How can we name drop it without sounding suspicious.
I know. It's like,
Hmm. Oh no, I had an idea and then it just went. Hmm. Ooh. Cause I don't know, man. He's shady. He's surely
he is shady.
right. Like my
He's
gut is
definitely, yeah, he's not on the side of the law.
exactly. Like my gut is telling me
Unless
maybe.
he's like an undercover officer, but that's just a little weird.
I mean, he's selling drugs and letting people walk away. He's not a very good undercover officer.
Truly
Yeah.
the
He might
best
just be
narc
a bad.
to ever do it.
He really is.
Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe just like, I don't know. I like to walk away and just say something like cryptic, like I don't know, like I wonder what Lady Gaunt would think of this place or something like that.
Ooh. Okay, no, that's giving me an idea. Hold on. Let me. I gotta rub my 2 brain cells together. Hold up.
You may borrow one of mine.
How many does Kagox have?
A -1.
Oh,
yeah.
he lent it out. That's why it's negative.
Okay, I have a question. So Athena is able to message people, right? Are we able to message her back? Is that a thing?
So if I message you first, it opens up like a line of communication, and you can talk to me, but you can't like initiate it unless you have message. But like
Mhm.
if I just talk to you, you can talk to me back.
Okay, so am I able to send a message right now in character?
I mean, I was just talking to them with message, so I
Yeah,
would think
it's
so,
fine.
but
It's fine.
yeah.
Okay. Alright, so Cerise is thinking, right? She's like messaging. Say, do you think this guy would perhaps have any information about Lady Gaunt?
He might, and
Hmm.
I would imagine not the savory kind.
Well, any kind of information is good information, I suppose. We don't have any right now.
Yeah, I agree.
Alright. Okay. So Serena's gonna go, okay, fortune favors the bold. And she's gonna lean in and she's gonna like,
Say, before we head on out of here, I have a question for you, good sir.
Yes. And what might that be?
She's like, well, I don't know. What are your thoughts on Lady Gaunt?
You mean the old noblewoman who lives on the far side of town?
Yeah,
We don't really go near Gaunt Manor, especially not us from the Wash. It's on the far side of town. That's the noble district. We're not particularly welcome there. And well, if they want to be customers, they know where to find me.
Anthena will kind of pop in and she'll be like, so you haven't had any run-ins with her or anyone she's associated
Lady
with?
Gaunt? Absolutely not. If Lady Gaunt wanted my merchandise, she wouldn't come down here herself.
Who would?
Well, she might send one of her many, many servants to do so. I suppose it's possible I've dealt with one of them, but not to my knowledge. I don't ask questions, and they don't ask questions in turn. It's how the whole thing operates.
Kagox kind of leans in over Cerisa and Anthena. I believe what he's trying to say is, and my people have a saying of this, is that snitches get stitches.
To turn a phrase.
Oh, if we wanted to find one of her servants, where Where do they often
Oh,
go?
oh, sorry.
Well, I imagine they're all holed up in Gaunt Manor. But to be fair, there is also the Gaunt shipping warehouse down in the harbors.
Oh.
Ooh.
But again, like I said, not particularly familiar with that side of town.
Of course.
I do
All right,
business
well-
here, and what happens here is my business. You keep your nose to yourself. Others tend to do the same.
All right. Well, we'll keep that in mind. And I think she'll look to you guys to see if there's anything else you want to ask.
It sounds like if he has heard anything, he's probably not gonna.
Yeah,
spill
not
the
without
beans.
some kind of like I have charm person as a spell, but I kind of want to save that for the taverns. So
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's probably a good idea.
yeah.
Alright, hold on. Do I have that spell?
I don't think I've got anything that I need to ask him. Not
I
at
think
least
he
not
probably
specifically.
Yeah.
He's
not
gonna sell out his clientele, because if he does, then
True.
they
Yeah.
they're his source of income.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Speaking of, we need a source of income.
Like, we
We
need
need
a source of income.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that. I wonder I wonder if there's somebody that'll hire us to do like odd jobs.
Right?
S-
Ooh.
Add that to the to-do list.
Add to the to-do list. Side quests. Get
Side
a
quest.
job.
Get a
Gagak
job.
needs the rest of the party to teach him how the trade of coin for goods and services work.
We can do a
because-
little class, a little teach Kagos
Yeah.
money class.
So it doesn't sound like we have anything else to ask him yet. It seems like
Yeah.
he's
at
pretty
least not yet. If we
right.
find out some things, I'm curious about the potion that he's teasing, but I don't-
Right? No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
write that down.
yeah,
You know, keep
that's
it
in my
on the
notes.
Yeah.
We can check back. And
Couldn't
I
you,
want
like,
that sleep
mage
potion.
hand it away.
Yeah,
You could
sleep
mage
potion.
hand it away.
I was thinking about that, but I was
I
I was like I could steal from him, but I'm worried that
That
at
he
least
knows
right
some
now-
people, or
yeah, like
Yeah.
he's gonna we'll make an enemy way too soon. So maybe later I can try it out. All right, yeah. I mean, Anthony will start walking away.
Right. Cereza will probably end the conversation. She's like, wait, I don't remember what he said. Oops. Hold up.
She's like, well, thanks for showing us your merchandise and for little information. We'll be
course.
stopping by. Yeah, we'll be stopping by maybe in the future. Might be
Yes, if you-
interested.
Change your mind and want to make a purchase, please do feel free to stop by Gibbet's Emporium.
Give it some.
we shall
Gibbets?
return with a shark's worth of coin.
Eh,
I don't know
Yes.
what that means, but it sounds promising.
yes.
Rest
Absolutely.
assured, it's a lot of coin.
Well, yes. We'll keep you in mind.
Very well.
May Fortuna smile upon you.
and then she's gonna scamper off. Whew! And then a big like, whew!
I wouldn't relax too much yet. Sounds like we're going to a pirate tavern, and pirates are even worse than that guy, to be honest.
Do not worry, I will keep you all safe from pirates. They are like raiders, yes?
Yeah, raiders with big ships and guns
Mm.
and swords.
Alright, I think we're unless anyone else has anything to say.
No?
As you make your way back out of the alley and under those little lanterns, to travel back through the wash.
You said all these like buildings along here are houses, right?
Yeah, it seems to be a mostly residential area, other than the little markets and the tavern itself. But it does seem to be a mostly residential area, though the buildings look quite old, and a little decrepit.
Okay.
All right. What was the name of that guy's place before?
Well, he was Gibbet, and that was Gibbet's Emporium.
He was Gibbet. It's a good name.
It is a good name. Oh, thank you. I spelled it with an O. Oh my god.
Unbelievable.
I know. Oh man.
But as you make your way back down along the street, heading towards the tavern, the Knife's Edge, your attention is immediately drawn by an absolutely massive figure standing in the road.
Yeah, I was about to ask what is what was that?
So massive that he is almost twice as tall as Kagos. Just huge and far more muscular. Just the most massive creature you've probably ever seen.
This may cause a fight.
Oh no.
I'm worried.
Do not fight.
Is he like chatting with this woman?
He's not necessarily chatting. As you approach, you see that he is kind of standing over her, intimidatingly.
Oh, so he seems threatening to this woman?
Yeah, as you approach, his voice is quite loud, so it's really kind of hard to not eavesdrop. As he says, Captain Hanlon says you gotta pay, so pay up. And the woman just goes, listen, I really don't want any trouble. I only have half of the gold, though, right now. I can give you... Captain Hanlon says you gotta pay.
Sarisa hides behind Kagux.
You can make a nature check if you want to know what exactly this person is.
All of us? Yeah.
Ooh. It's
Yeah, whoever
21.
wants to.
I am hiding behind Kagux.
You cannot see.
Anthena, this is not a orc or a hobgoblin or a bugbear. This is a troll.
Oh. Okay.
Have I encountered
they-
trolls before?
Yeah, are they common?
Not particularly. They usually stick to kind of the rockier mountain areas, and stick to the underground. But every once in a while you'll see one, and they're typically involved as either extorting through muscle or working for someone who is using them as such.
Okay.
What has this woman done to earn this captain's ire? And I make my way up to the troll.
Yeah. I follow.
He turns over towards you and has to look down at you, Kagos,
Mm-hmm.
and goes, "She owes money, so I gotta collect it."
Can I message the woman and be like, "Hey, everything okay?"
Well, it is true. I do owe money.
I'll respond with like, "Money for what?"
Well, I own a business, and I did arrange for protection from Captain Henlon. But the month was a little bit bad on business, and well, now don't quite have the money to pay for that protection.
I gotcha. What do you think is gonna happen if you're not able to pay it?
Well, I think probably what they would have done to people who tried to harm my business when I was paying protection money, probably that to me.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, we'll try to take care of this as best as we can. And, is he like, is the troll like reacting to us at all? Like his attention is away from her, right?
Yeah, I'm like looking like dead at him.
Yeah, he's kind of turned over to face you guys a little bit. He's just kind of like very slowly, kind of gears turning in his brain, taking measure of you guys.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting a measure of him. Like, how does he look? Like, can I make a general physical assessment of him? Like, does he look weak in the knees? Does he look like he's got a bum shoulder or anything like that? Something that I could exploit.
Make an insight check.
Okay.
It's like that scene in Sherlock Holmes movie.
3.
He looks like a just slab of pure muscle.
It would be a good fight.
Does Kagok say that out loud?
Oh no.
It's just a thought that just runs through his head between his two little eyes.
Oh, okay.
Oh. His two little eyes.
But you could see that he's like gauging this troll physically. Like I give him an up and down with my head. I don't make any motion that it's secret. It's like I am actively eyeing this guy up.
Gagox, no.
That's what Sirius is actually like saying behind her. She's like,
Gagox, no. Don't get any weird ideas, please. He's very large.
Do you mean to harm this woman?
I mean to get Captain Manlon's money. She makes the decision of whether or not she gets harmed.
I do not pretend to know what money is, but it seems very important. How much of this money is required?
Well, I'm 10 gold short. The woman pipes up.
Only 10 gold? You're making this big of a fuss over 10 gold?
The captain says that if you let them not pay when it's a tiny amount, then they'll want to not pay when it's a big amount too.
Well, it certainly seems like this woman wants to pay, she just doesn't have the means to.
That's
It's
not
not really
my
her-
problem.
It's not her fault, is it?
Yes, it is.
And you can't grant her a little bit of grace?
Why would I do that?
Why would you make all this fuss on behalf of your captain? I mean, what do you get paid from him?
He just kind of stares at you for a moment. It's my job. I
Yeah,
gotta do my job.
well, we won't tell if you won't.
Tell. What do you mean tell?
I mean, if you let this woman just have a couple of extra days, you
Why
could
would I
just
do
say
that?
Why wouldn't you?
Captain said get it done today. He said
Maybe you
if she
didn't-
ain't got the money to pay, then just smash her.
Well, what if you didn't find her?
I'm pretty good at finding people. And I did find her. So what's the matter?
Did you find her?
Did you really find that?
He
He's
just
just gaslighting
glances
her.
over at her. She right here, huh?
I'm not sure.
I don't even do it subtly. I lean over my shoulder and I ask the others, "Do we have 10 of this gold?"
do we?
I don't
I've
know.
got 10. I've got 10. Leo will give the troll 10 of her gold.
You owe Captain money. You owe the Captain money too? He asks as you offer the gold towards him.
No, we are paying for her. And I look at Leah. That's correct, right? We are paying for her. We don't
Yeah,
know
this
this. We
should
don't know this
cover
captain.
it. Right, for her. This should cover it.
Hmm. Well, you see him just like stand there for almost a full minute. Gears actively turning. He like counts on his fingers. His big meaty sausage fingers. You see him eventually reach 10.
You got your 10 gold.
I guess technically it don't matter where it come from.
No, you got it. Her debt is paid.
For this month, yeah.
Hmm.
Alright. We'll call it even then. I'll give the cat Mia money. But you better have your money for next month, he says. And then stomps off.
Can I see which direction he goes? Like he just continues straight down that way?
Yeah, he goes all the way over here. And then he
Oh,
stands right here.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Alright.
Yeah. So he's gonna peek behind Kgox.
He's like, wait, did he just go where we said we were going to go?
Yeah, he
Oh, skills.
He's not really that big.
I guess it's a matter of perspective. From my perspective, he's pretty big. But, I mean, so are you, so...
Mm-hmm.
The woman makes her way over towards you guys as the troll stomps off. And she just kind of like is like shaking each of your hands and just goes, I really don't know how to thank you. I owe you my life.
Of course. Of course. Fortune have smiled upon you to this day.
Yes,
And my
I
legs
suppose
My legs
you're
are
right.
shaking. My legs are shaking while I'm saying this, trying to be all like,
I suppose you're right. Lady Luck really was with me. You should show up at the perfect time.
You paid this creature for protection.
Well, yes,
you-
he's rather strong, you can see. And well, the Wash is a little bit of a rough neighborhood. And so there are a lot of break-ins and well, people will just try to steal stuff right out from under you. They'll just walk up and try to take it. And so it does help to have protection.
You said you own a shop? Where's your shop?
Well, it's just a little jewelry stall, that's all.
Ooh.
But it's really nothing that special. But, you know, it's all I got. It's all I've got.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure it's lovely.
It is special enough to be protected.
I suppose. Special to me, then.
I hope you don't mind me asking. If it's too personal, you don't have to answer. But what exactly are you paying that man and his captain for protection? Like how much?
Well, 20 gold a month.
Hmm. Okay. And who's this captain again?
Captain Hanlon.
Is he, I don't know, known around here? We're pretty new to the city, so.
Well, yeah, of course. He's the biggest name in the Wash.
Why's that?
Anything happens here, he knows about it.
Ooh.
Oh, let me, is he inside that ship? And she
nods.
points to the tower. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he
Ooh.
operates out of the Knife's Edge.
Alright.
What's his name?
Captain Hanlon? Hanlon, yeah.
thank you, Gran. Cerise is gonna be like,
Do we have to go in there?
We
I
were
mean-
heading that way anyway, weren't we?
Ooh.
It'll be fine.
I will protect you. And I pat Sarisa on the head with a big old hand.
I'm Ashford, by the way. If there's anything you need, I owe you my life. I'll help. I promise.
Oh, we might have to take you up on that. We're, in dire need of some favors. Which way did you say your stall was located?
Well, it's just one of the stalls out in the stills.
Oh, okay. We're actually staying pretty. Well, we're staying pretty near there, so we'll swing by.
All right, if you have the time.
I'm sure we will.
But I won't keep you any longer. I'm sure you have important things to do. Steps out of the way to let you pass.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look at everybody here, specifically Kgox, and be like, we could kind of take some business right out under this Captain Hanlon's feet, so to say. If we offered to protect her stall for a cheaper price, I'm sure she'd take us up on that.
Is that something that we could do? Would this earn us some of this gold?
It would. Looked like she was paying 20 gold a month, so if we said we'll do it for 15.
Do it for 10.
Yeah.
How
And
much
that's just
gold
one way that we could try to make some money. It's not much, but would be better than nothing.
But are we not doing the same thing that creature is doing?
Well, we
If
wouldn't
we were to do
crush
that.
her if she's unable to pay, Offering out your services isn't necessarily a bad thing. And it seemed like she was able to get the 10 gold a month, but we would also not kill her if she couldn't pay for it. That's kind of over the line. Just an idea. And she continues to walk this way.
Kgox openly thinks about it. It's like, and with whose muscle would we be protecting people?
Sarisa is gonna look him in the eye, just craning her head up, just look him in the eye. She's gonna be like, "Really?
I know that they were meaning me, Sarisa.
Oh,
I'm
mean
not dumb. Anyways, how does gold work?
How do you read?
What is language?
bro."
How do you read?
So, where do you head next?
At the tavern, I guess.
Yeah,
Although,
to the big boat
Yeah.
For the boat.
and
And
the
a
big
big
blue
guy.
thing.
Well, yeah, you walk your way along the path, and eventually approach a small little bridge that's been constructed here that crosses the gap between the road and this ship. The ship itself, as you kind of walk alongside it, you can see that not only is it like permanently moored here, it also seems like it's been built right into the landscape, because this wooden bridge is built right into the side of the wash itself. In fact, there's a door that's been built into the side of the ship so that you can enter without having to climb up it.
oh, so the boat was built here.
Yeah, you imagine at one point it was a sailing vessel, but it has been kind of permanently anchored here.
Okay, yeah,
Oh, that's fancy.
it's pretty
And
neat.
then they sort of customized it to be enterable without climbing all the way up on deck and heading down the stairs.
I'm just wondering how embarrassing it would be to hop on one foot past
Oh
the
my-
scroll.
Hmm,
Bro, I was just thinking that.
I was thinking, yeah, I'm sure it would confuse him, and that would give us some kind of, I don't know, mind
Advantage.
advantage. Yeah,
Oh
They're a
my
bunch of
advantage on
weirdos.
charisma checks because he's so confused.
Bro, should we do it?
Oh, I don't know about
Honestly?
you, but I'm totally doing it because
Oh,
I
hell yeah.
was told by the great sage. The great sage said to do it, so you have
The
to do
sage
it.
has spoken. Uh, does Kgox want to go first, or
Yeah, I mean, even though I'm not like the face of the party, but yeah,
Let's go. Bro.
I will use my intimidating presence. I will use my intimidating presence to approach, and
yeah, and I'll be behind. I'm just like,
And I'll be
and
behind.
I will beckon entry. I will. I start as soon as my foot hits the bridge. I lift up my other leg and I start hopping towards the troll.
He holds out one hand like a bouncer to kind of stop your approach, and then goes, "What are you lot doing here? Ain't we concluded our business?"
No, we want to go inside.
What for?
This is
because-
a. I let Antina talk. I let Antina talk. I'm just standing there on one foot.
it's a tavern, isn't it?
Yeah.
We want to partake in the activities that one partakes in at a tavern.
You got gold to spend.
Why do you need to know that?
Because we don't want you just sitting inside not spending any money.
I think we've proved ourselves to have gold. Did you not forget what happened just 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Come on, come on.
I'll give you advantage on it since
Ooh.
that is true.
Leah
sorry.
will flaunt her coin purse as well.
22.
Yeah, with a 22, he just kind of sits there. Leah, you do flaunt your coin first. And he kind of mulls it over in his head for a moment and then goes, all right, you got a point there. I'll let you in, but if you cause any trouble, I'll smash you.
Us? Trouble? Never. And she mockingly curtsies at him.
He walks towards you, just kind of like motioning with his hands to back up. If you want me to get out of the way, you gotta move. His massive frame covers the entire bridge, so he needs to come out before you can go in.
This
It's a
does
very
not seem like the
effective
most
bouncer.
efficient. I mean,
No,
yeah,
but
I
it's
guess
effective.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess nobody can physically get in with his
Yeah.
say so.
Yeah, if you just put a brick wall
they
in front of
literally-
your,
Yeah.
your tavern, then nobody.
I'm
nobody's
just
getting in
imagining
you
if
don't
there's
want
like
them
a large crowd, like every person he has to like go forward and then come back.
to. Well, they
Yeah,
line
every
up.
time.
They line up over here.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, of course. There's a red velvet rope.
Marinhol's
exactly.
most exclusive club.
Heck
Alright,
yeah.
New York's hottest
well,
club is.
with the bouncer who you rudely did not ask the name of out of the way.
Oh, shit. Hey,
It's
all right.
rude.
He got the bad energy.
Rude.
He's been rude first.
He was negative. We didn't need his energy in our lives.
Probably something stupid like Dave. I don't know.
Ugh, Dave. I hate Dave. Poor
Nevertheless, with the bouncer out of the way, you make your way into the tavern, the Knife's Edge.
Woo.
Let's find the song. There we go.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
Yo.
So you make your way into the inside of a ship, but all of the typical accoutrement that might come with a ship has been completely gutted and replaced with tables and a bar counter and crates full of liquor and barrels of ale. You can see a multitude of patrons all kind of sitting around the tavern, enjoying drinks of their own, but all of them quite clearly in pirates' regalia. There is a bartender behind the bar, and he kind of nods at you guys as he sees you enter. So what would you like to do?
Teresa actually feels kind of more relaxed and maybe a little more at home, right? So she's probably gonna take a seat over by the bar.
Very well.
Yeah, I'll join
Um,
her. I'll sit here though.
Okay. Yeah, the
Not-
two of you
not
sit
as a-
down.
I want to talk to these women over here, so I was like, I'll
I'm gonna
just
sit in front of the dilf. Wait, who said that?
Hagox looks for a place to sit, and then he just sits over here.
Oh no! No! Sorry, he's
Leah,
gonna
Leah is
motion.
gonna scoot your stool over. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Seriously,
I grab a
motions.
chair. I grab a chair and I move it over. I
Yeah,
drag
there
it
we
over to
go.
the bar.
There we go.
Yeah. Get your chair.
All right. So as the four of you approach the bar, the bartender makes his way over and leans against the bar. He's kind of a little past middle age, sort of salt and pepper in his dark hair. And as he kind of looks you guys up and down, he goes, "What's your poison then?"
Excuse me.
What do you got to offer?
Well, we've got some Dwarven Amber Ale. Got a little bit of wine, but that's going fast. And, well, if you want something harder, we've got some grog, some mead. You name it, we've got it.
Just some, wine for me, please.
Very well. A little fancier than our usual clientele. He kind of scans the four of you again and goes, "You lot new in town, you don't exactly look like knife's edge material. No offense meant."
We are new, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't mean we're not knife's edge material.
Also, yes.
Well- Well, I'm the owner here. You might have heard of me. Well, Nick the Knife. Tavern's named after me.
Very nice to meet you. My name's Anthena, and he gestures to you guys to introduce yourselves.
Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance. Just keep your heads down around here. Don't cause any trouble, and you'll be all right.
How can one earn money, Nick the Knife?
Well, it really does depend on your skill set, friend. There's quite a few ways to earn money in the wash, but they're not particularly savory. If you have no problem gutting a fella, then you can make quite a killing around here. Pardon the pun.
Hmm.
But if you're looking for more savory work, you could check the Merchant's Round or the Artisan Square. They'll be a little more on the innocent side.
Yes, that sounds a little more up our alley.
And she'll look at Kagux. Like,
Yes. No killing.
Did any of you order drinks? Or?
This is terrible.
I would have asked for a mead.
Leo likes it with like an ale, please.
A drink would
Cereza,
be fine.
yeah, Cereza asked for wine.
Coming right up then.
Is Nick the Knife on the menu?
I'll have a cold tall glass of you, Nick.
You gotta buy me dinner first.
Yeah, I'll be having you.
But he busies himself grabbing you guys drinks.
I look at this reptilian-looking fellow down yonder, and
whereabouts? Pick him again.
down south here.
Gotcha.
Down yonder.
Yeah, down yonder.
Down yonder.
Does he have like, or do they have a Do they look strong? Do they look like someone that I could like?
Make an insight.
Okay. Four. I'm a poor judge of character.
They certainly are sitting there drinking.
Hmm. And I look to Sarisa and Leah and Athena, and I give a little look at my own body and determine that my skill set involves strength, and I look to them and it's like, is there a way to make money off of this? And I like make a motion with my hands, like a vague up down motion with my hands like this.
Well, there is the protection racket, Nick the Knife says. And then he kind of leans a little closer towards you guys, almost to kind of like huddle up a little bit. And just in a lower voice says, but you might not want to muscle in on that one. Captain Hanlon might not look too friendly on someone like that.
Oh.
Yes, thank you for the warning.
But can one not challenge another and make some of this money?
You mean
Well,
like... Oh, go
I
for it.
suppose you could go around to some of the taverns and make some arm wrestling wagers.
Yes.
Is this not a tavern?
It is. I'm sure you could probably get a couple riled up enough to arm wrestle you for coin.
I can arm wrestle them for coin. I look at Athena and Leah and Sarisa. I'm like, I can arm wrestle for coin. And I say it a little bit louder. I will arm wrestle for coin.
Oh, no.
Does anyone respond to that? Anybody look interested?
You get kind of like a hush over the crowd as somebody just randomly shouts in the middle of the tavern. And they all kind of look at you, and there's like a pause, and then they all just turn back towards their drinks.
I think it's a great idea. Just it doesn't look like anybody in here at the moment. They're obviously looking at you and being like, I could never win, so they don't want to take the challenge. But I think it's worth a try somewhere else, maybe.
They are not brave enough. I see.
Yeah.
And-
Well,
I
they
just-
know you'd win,
Oh well, I would give them a sporting chance. I would use my non-dominant hand, and I don't know which one that is.
Yes, Kagok's the righty or lefty.
I was gonna say, Kagox. Kagox, do you know?
I know right and left. I just can't read. I guess he's a righty. I'm just gonna say he's a righty, so he would offer to use his left hand to arm wrestle.
Dude, I have guidance.
Oh,
I'm getting ideas. Fortune favors the
good.
bold.
we can set up a real scheme.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm scheming over here. Jesus.
Could you use Mage Hand to cheat in like a arm wrestle?
Mage Hand is visible unless
Oh,
it's
that's right.
legerdemain. Unless it's a legerdemain Mage Hand, in which case it is invisible.
Is guidance visible?
Guidance just requires you to touch somebody, so it's not
You
necessarily.
just give me a
visible.
hearty pat on the back and say, "Good luck, Kegox. Guidance."
Yeah, I'm sure
Me?
many DMs would rule it differently. Someone might say you glow when you got it cast on you, but I don't think there's any reason to say it. Does that? I haven't ruled it like that in the past, so I think it's just you're granting people a little bit of holy grace.
I go sit at this table and wait and see if someone believes they can challenge me. Meanwhile, you can focus on the rest of the party as I wait.
Very well. So Nick the Knife has handed you guys each your drinks. and kind of busies himself grabbing some drinks for the other patrons. What do
What's
you guys
the-
do?
Are these two women over here? Are they like talking with each other, or like what's?
Yeah, casually.
Okay. And the furthest one looks interesting. Is she like? I don't know. She looks. Is that seaweed for hair?
Yeah, it definitely is kelp for hair. I think Anthena, as somebody who might have sort of a history with this kind of crowd, you would be familiar with just because you would have spent time near the water.
Mhm.
You would be familiar with water ganassi.
Oh, oh my gosh. It's such a cool character token. Okay, alright, cool. Noted.
So, as you guys sit at the bar, what do you want to do?
Well, because I'm sitting kind of right here, I kind of noticed that. Do I notice that she's kind of this lady over here? That she's standing in front of something right here.
Yeah, this tiefling woman with kind of like lilac skin, is just scanning the crowd with her red eyes, and standing in front of a trapdoor.
Interesting.
Is the trapdoor locked?
There is a
Or
lock
like
on it.
there is a lock on it. Okay.
Do we have our drinks?
Yeah, he gave you your drinks.
Okay, cool. This is tough.
No, you can talk to whoever you want.
True. Bro, I'm like thinking about that arm wrestling scheme. Cerise is gonna look at the other two. She's like,
You know, we do need some money.
That's true.
she's gonna look over at Kgox, who's just sitting there.
Fortune favors the bold.
She's gonna take a sip of her wine and she's gonna skip on over. Arm wrestling scheme, let's go.
She's like, hey, Kgox, you said you want to arm wrestle some folk for some money, right?
Yes.
You think you could win?
I am confident that I would win.
I'm confident you could win too.
She pats him on the arm and casts guidance.
It would help if they weren't so afraid of me, though.
Well, maybe I could do something about that.
Oh my god. Alright, Fortune favors bold, let's go.
She's like, come now, won't anyone try to arm wrestle the Kgox? Maybe
You
it-
get it. Yeah, you get a couple eyes just kind of looking over in your direction as you kind of call out to the crowd. One, this woman is watching you very intently. And two, these two guys kind of turn around in their seats down here to the south. And the dragonborn fellow over here like turns over in his chair to face you and just goes, "Who's the Kgox? We supposed to know him."
Why, only the strongest arm wrestler there is.
You mean like the whole continent or the whole realm?
The hype is real.
Sure, whichever. I'm sure you.
Sure, whichever.
She's like,
Whichever.
I am Kegok of Clan Stormhide, and I will let my strength speak for itself if you are brave enough. And can I intimidate the man? Can I intimidate him?
Yeah, you could try to like intimidate him in an attempt to like rile
Goad
up
him
his
into-
ego a
yeah.
bit. Yeah, goad him into it. Yeah, go for it. He did express interest, so it's not going to be too hard of a check. All right,
15?
yeah, 15 sufficient. You see him kind of like ponder it for a sec. He looks over at his buddy there, and then he stands up from his chair and goes, "All right, I got nothing else to do." And then he sits down across from you.
it's like, there we go. And say, how about we make it a little more fun? A little bit of a wager. If you're
Yeah.
interested. Yeah.
All right, we can make it interesting. What's the ante?
Hold on. I personally am not good at this. Give me a sec.
So just basically, we'll keep it really simple. Just bet an amount, he'll match it, and whoever wins takes all of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
cool.
what's the you will someone's
Okay.
gonna have to front some gold because Kegox has none.
Right? I think I
Yeah,
don't even
basically,
know how
choose an amount, and if you win, you'll double that amount.
Okay. But I don't know how much gold Sarisa has.
It's in your inventory.
What is that?
Leah can front some gold if need be.
Are you rich or something? I have no
Yeah,
idea.
it's like you are money
Leah
bags over
has
there.
some
What-
money. Leah has some money.
I think
It may or may not be.
Is
her
Leah
entire
okay with
inheritance.
this? Is Leah okay with this? I don't want to use all of her money.
Too bad.
Leah will walk over. Leah will walk over and she's like, "Oh, I think that Kgox is so strong. I'm gonna bet 5 gold on Kgox."
Ooh, there we go.
And she slips you 5 gold, Teresa.
She's like, thanks. I only had 2 gold. Thank you. See? How about that for a wager?
Only 5 gold. It's not very interesting. Sure, you don't want to up it to 10.
I wouldn't
Sarisa.
want you to go broke, sir.
Yeah.
Oh, please, I can spare 10 gold.
Leia,
would
can
be-
you spare 10
All
gold?
right. Well, then 10 it is. And she'll pass you another 5. And then she whispers,
Persuasion check succeeded.
Oh my God.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Didn't even have to roll.
God,
The DM
lose.
succeeded on his persuasion check.
There it is.
Oh,
Just so slick. Just so slick.
literally.
no.
She passes Teresa another 5. She's like, "Do not lose this. I have no more money."
She's like, oh no, that's not good. Now,
Uh,
there you go. 10 gold.
Puts it on the table.
He matches you and puts his own gold on the table.
Okay.
But before this starts, all of a sudden, Kgox, you get a sudden vision of Anthena like cheering you on, the big smile, and you have a bardic inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have guidance and
Yeah.
bardic inspiration. Let's
Yeah.
go.
You have bardic and guidance, so that's a D4 and a D6 on top of whatever you roll.
Let's
Fantastic.
go. Arm
So-
wrestling
If you want
scheme.
to use the bardic,
Yeah.
And you can decide after you roll if you want to.
yeah, you can see what you roll.
Okay. So
So he props his elbow up and leans forward across the table towards you. They clear that little candle stick out of the way.
yeah.
And he
Actually,
reaches out his
I'll
hand.
I'll sit
for you to
right
take
here
it.
so that way we can do it here on the edge of the table. It makes more sense.
Yeah, all good.
And
All
then
Ooh.
I will ready my arm and we'll go from there.
All right.
All right.
so
Yeah, you grab his arm and you kind of lock in.
Mm-hmm.
So
Lock in.
you're gonna announce the start of it.
yes. Let's go.
It's like, all right, no cheating now. Wink.
Do you
Very smooth.
Why
Very
did you
smooth.
Says wink out loud.
Wait.
Wink.
Hey, I never said Sarisa was good at this. All right.
That's fine. That's fine. So okay, what do you need me to roll? What do you need me to roll?
It's just gonna be pure contested athletics.
Pure contested athletics. Okay. Let's go. Fortune favors the bold. Let's go.
Let's go.
Can I use my bardic inspiration?
Yeah, you can.
It's a D6 and then a D4.
Yeah, it'll be a D4 on top of it for guidance, and then a D6 for.
Oh my god!
for a 9.
I have an idea.
That's horrible.
I have an idea.
Okay, what's
What's
your
your
idea?
idea?
I have an idea. Can I try and use like mage hand to like tickle his neck or something so it like throws him off?
Oh my god, I can see the mage hand though!
As we discussed, mage hand is visible, but that's not to say that like
Oh fuck.
like if what was described before was using the mage hand to like influence and like push on top of Kagox's hand, and so obviously you would see that.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to do your mage hand under the table to like tickle his foot or something,
Yes,
that,
yes.
that,
I'm gonna do
that
mage
would
hand
that would
under
be
the
like
table.
that would be a stealth check to try to hide it.
Oh my god,
Okay.
wait.
I wanna try and do
Sorry,
mage
I
hand
rolled
under
a
the
one.
table.
Before you do that,
I'm
before you do that,
sorry I rolled a 1.
hold up. Before you do that, I
Yes.
have blessing of the trickster.
Ooh.
Okay.
How do I do that? Is that also concentration, or it does not matter at this point?
Well, we don't even know what he rolled yet,
Oh, that's true.
but it's
Yeah,
probably
but-
better than a 1.
But we want to make sure.
Right?
It should be in your character sheet as to what it is.
It just says. It doesn't say
Okay.
anything about concentration or anything. I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
it's probably not concentration because really only spells are. It would say specifically if it was concentration, so it's probably not. I think you just basically get to grant people advantage on stealth stuff, right? Yeah, as an
You get
action,
advantage.
you touch a willing creature, and it just can't be you that gets it.
Yeah. Okay.
And you give them advantage on stealth checks for an hour.
Ooh.
Dude, I'm gonna
All right.
touch her arm and be like, "This isn't looking good," and give
I
that
am using my
blessing of the
left hand.
trickster, baby.
I am using my left hand. Maybe I shouldn't be using my left hand.
Maybe you shouldn't be using your left hand.
Yeah.
All right.
All right,
So
so I
Leah,
have advantage?
you have advantage on your stealth check to kind of summon a mage hand under the table and try to tickle the fellow to
Okay.
weaken his roll.
I'm gonna tickle his foot. Okay, that first one was a 7.
I
Not
guess you
great.
trying to tickle his foot.
Can I also
Okay,
message
okay, I
him
got a
and
16. I got a 16.
oh, okay, never mind.
I got a
All right.
16.
Yeah, with your 16, he does not beat that with perception, so he does not notice. So you can do what you want under the table without him knowing.
I tickled the back of his knee,
Sketchy.
which is like the worst spot.
That sucks. Yeah.
It does.
All right. So yeah, as you guys are locked arms, Kagox, you kind of get off to a really rough start where it looks like he's about to just instantly win by just smashing your hand on the table.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the very last second, you muster just enough strength. You imagine your friends cheering you on, and it musters just enough strength to kind of stop him from making your hand touch. And so you kind of hold him there for just quite a long while, as he's like just a hair's breadth from winning. And you manage to hold on so that you don't lose, and then all of a sudden you feel his arms start to weaken. You see like this like tiny little like smile as he just kind of like slowly like jerks his leg around, like not really sure what's happening. And then you slowly but surely begin to wrestle him kind of back towards like neutral.
Okay.
And then
So should we do it again?
then
Should we do it again?
We'll do one more. Yeah, they saved you
my
from
God.
instantly losing, and so we'll roll again. I got his
Yeah.
roll right here, but I'm not gonna tell you what it is yet.
I'll give Kagox another bardic.
Okay.
I rolled another 1.
All right.
This
Roll your
automatic
bardic.
dice, it's horrible. Oh my god.
Oh my
D6.
god.
Do I still
I
have
will
guidance
say,
or no?
I will say, since Sarisa spent an action doing that for
Yeah,
Leah, she
don't
won't
have
get
guidance.
to she won't get to guidance you again.
No!
That's horrible.
But
That's horrible.
since Anthena was just hanging out and watching, she can do another.
Oh, this die is cursed. This die is
Alright.
The
Um,
arm
Maybe I-
wrestling scheme!
I actually have really good news for you because you rolled a 7 and he rolled a 5.
Yes!
Yeah! Yay! Let's go!
Incredible!
Kagok undefeated.
So we will,
Strongest man in the world!
Strongest man in the
So-
world.
we will say that
Strongest man.
the tickling is especially effective. That's like his like weak spot behind the knee.
Oh god.
And so
Terrible.
he's like ticklish there, like really in particular. And you just happen to luck out in like the one spot that would really get him, Leah.
Oh my gosh.
And so you
Everybody.
feel
It's
as you're kind of
everybody.
locked locked into neutral, Kagox, you feel again his arm weaken as there's just this momentary lapse in his strength, and you use that second to just smash his hand down on the
yeah,
table.
yeah, that lapse. I just get his hand back on the table.
Yeah, and so he's just kind of like sits there a little dumbfounded, like, I really thought I had that one. And then he just kind of chuckles to himself and goes, well, good on you for hanging on there, though. Really thought I'd pin you right away, but you pulled it back, friend.
Yes,
he
very,
just-
very good.
He just slides the pile of 10 gold towards you guys. Well, deal's a deal. Money's yours.
Indeed.
Uh,
If you wish to try again,
Perhaps not today. Seems like I'm a little off today. Name's Vishtar, by the way. You're Kagox, right?
Kagox of Clan Stormhide. Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise, Vishtar.
You're all right, Kegel. And he stands up and heads back towards his own seat, where he sits down, and his buddy there kind of razzes him for losing. And the two just laugh and then cheers and
I,
down their
I looked
grog.
at Leah and Cerise and I'm like, I don't know what happened. I'm really sorry.
No, it's fine. We had. Don't
It's
worry about it.
okay.
It was
It's fine.
performance anxiety.
Don't
I couldn't. I'm sorry.
It happens to everybody. It's alright.
I've got frozen joints. It's a problem.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry. It's okay.
As you guys kind of like whisper and tuck the gold away, you have 10 extra gold from that. You can disperse that however you want. I don't really care who has what gold. You guys can keep it. You guys
Well,
manage
if-
that yourselves.
If anything, we've earned back the gold that we paid for Astrid.
That's
So
true, we-
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't
Yes.
see about that.
yeah, see.
We're
yeah.
not in the hole, guys. We can only go up from here.
That's right.
So yeah,
Leah gets
um,
all her money back.
Yay!
give that to whoever you wish. I'll let you guys handle the money end of it, because I just occasionally check to see how much money you have. So I let you guys handle your money. But
Do
Leah,
not give it
as
to
you
Kegox. He will buy a shark.
as you're tucking that gold away, Leah, you actually see the tiefling here make eye contact with you, and she just motions you over with one finger.
Uh-oh.
Me? Oh. I will walk over. Hello.
As you walk up to her, she just folds her arms and kind of leans on one hip and goes, "You new here?"
Due to this establishment.
I guessed as much. Now listen, a little bit of advice for you. If you're going to make bets in this tavern, don't cheat.
I mean, it's not my fault he was particularly ticklish.
Very true, but listen, I'm not going to turn it into a fuss today. Because, well, if a bar fight starts, then I'm the one that has to end it, so I'd really not. I'd rather that not happen tonight. But just don't do it again.
Alright, we're not here to cause trouble.
What's your name, by the way?
Leah.
Too late. Too late.
No, yeah, no last bit.
Leopold. Leopold.
Leah, yes.
Leah spelled Leah.
Oh
Yes, yes, of course.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Saved by the bell.
Well, Leah, my name is Poetry, and you'd do well to not cause trouble in this tavern. I don't say that as a threat. It's more of a promise.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Damn. Okay, poetry.
Poetry's pretty poetry. All right. Well, again, not our intention to cause trouble. Just trying to make a little extra money, but I promise we won't do it in your establishment next time.
It's not my establishment. Captain Hanlon owns the Knife's Edge.
Right. Well,
But if
we'll
you
be
cause
careful
trouble,
with
then me and
his
Grom are
stuff.
the ones that have to deal with it. So I'd really prefer you not make me go out of my way. I like it when days are quiet.
All right. All right. No need to make a fuss.
Good. On your way.
Yes, ma'am. She's gonna walk away.
So you said that Captain Hanlon owns this place?
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay. So Nick is just the bartender, but or is he?
That's
Is he? Oh.
Oh
Okay.
no. Is he the
Oh, okay.
big boss? Is he the big boss?
You might be.
Also, who's taking the money? I just want to. I haven't opened my character sheet, and I was like, wait.
You can go ahead and take it because you do not want to give
Okay.
Chaos the money at all.
Yeah,
Leah,
they
okay,
Okay,
just-
great.
treasurer.
I'll take it.
It will be
Yeah.
wholly
Give me the
irresponsible to
designated
give it to him.
money holder. Yeah.
Yeah. You're like the banker in Monopoly.
that's the
Yeah,
simplest way to
exactly.
handle money in D&D, so that you don't have to keep track of what everybody has. You just make one person carry it on.
Yep.
Bank?
Leah will
Somebody
hold
say
the money,
bank?
guys.
Hoorah.
Leah's the bank. Leah's the bank.
So,
I
Okay,
found the
that's
bank.
so weird.
Anthena, you sit back down at the bar. What are you up to?
Yeah, I want to try and talk to these two ladies here, but I don't know how best to start a conversation. So I think I'll probably just like lean over, and I'm just gonna so awkward. Just be like, oh, men and their proclivities. They always cause such a fuss, don't they?
We speaking to me? The woman turns around.
You know, just anybody who will listen.
Hey, I'm gonna BRB real quick.
Well, I suppose a tavern's a good place for an ear if you need one.
Oh, of course. And what might your name be?
Me? I'm Isabel. My friend here is Aurora. But you might already know her.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't. My apologies.
Oh, you must be new in town then.
Yeah, I am actually. My name's Anthena.
Well, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
The reason I say you must be new in town is because if you don't recognize a Misthaven, well, by their appearance, then you certainly must be new around here.
Yes. Well, I of course recognize that she's a Janazi, but I'm sorry, I don't know the name Misthaven. Is that a family name or?
The Ganassi girl leans forward to kind of look at you down the bar, and just goes, "Oh, Isabel, don't bring all this up." And Isabel just kind of like grins at the idea of embarrassing her friend, and says, "The Misthaven family, owners of the Seam House. You really don't know them?"
No. The Sea Mouse? Is it a tavern
The
of
Steam
some kind?
House.
Steam
No, it's
House.
it's a bath.
Oh, that's lovely. Wow. Where's that located?
Just on the north side of town.
I'm brand new here. You know, I know nothing of the town, so.
Isabel shoots another grin back at Aurora and then like rattles into like an obviously like rehearsed little speech and goes, "Come to the Misthaven bathhouse if you need a relaxing time." And just kind of you just see Aurora just put her head in her hands.
Well,
Please
I
don't
might
do
have
that
to.
every time.
Everybody is always in need of a relaxing time, I suppose.
Well, I'm sure they'll be open for business. Though they do close at night.
Oh, okay. Nice to know. Well then, what brings you guys over to this side of town?
Drinks, of course. And conversation. Nick the Knife's fun to talk to.
I'm sure. And I'll look at is Nick just like behind the bar there?
Yeah, he's just kind of messing around with some of the bottles, cleaning up.
I think she'll call to him and she'll be like, "Well, Nick, do you have any interesting stories? They say you're good at conversation."
Well, there was that one day that Mad Missy wandered in. It was Gromsdale.
Oh, is Grom the lovely man at the door?
Big fella, yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, if I had my way, we wouldn't really need bouncers at all, but... Well, guess I don't really have my way anymore.
Is there a lot of problems around here with that kind of thing? Yeah.
Well, it is the wash.
Yes. It is that.
I don't call the folk from this district washouts for no reason.
Oh.
But, suppose it is nice to have a troll around for that purpose.
Yes. I personally have never seen a troll, so it's quite fascinating.
Yeah, the novelty wears off. Then you just smell him. If you guys are arm wrestling, then make contested strength rolls.
Yeah.
God.
Just strength rolls or athletics?
Either or, it's probably the same.
Okay.
Probably
wait, where is my strength thingy?
There, I gave you a 12.
that was a save.
Oh.
Which, it doesn't matter, it's just for fun, so just do what
Yeah,
you want.
it's for fun, yeah.
Or technically that was save. Anyways.
No way! Oh my god!
little Sarisa just...
We'll say Kegox, in an act of like completely serendipitous luck, when you put your elbow down and Sarisa moves to match you, right as soon as you both start pushing, your elbow slips on ale that's on the table,
Uh-huh.
and she pins you in that opportunity.
Oh. Again. Again.
All right. Anyways, you guys keep doing that.
Oh my gosh! I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. I can't do this. She's just beating me.
Sarissa's canonically stronger than Kagok.
Canonically stronger than
Canonically.
Kagok. Guys, power scaling. Sarisa's stronger than Kagog's. Add her to the chart.
I'm crying.
That's what Leo's rating is. She's power scaling right now.
That's all it is. That's all it is. It's like.
Oh my god!
Yeah, it just seems like
I should
every single
rage.
time.
I should rage, but I'm not going to.
Every single time that you try to arm wrestle Sarisa, some like weird little thing happens where she gets lucky. Like a little bit of like candle wax just like spurts off the candle and lands on your hand and distracts you. Like every single time you try to do it, she just gets like this weird little streak of luck.
I'm changing dice on D&D Beyond. Be right back.
Anyways, what was Nick talking with you about?
Oh, I don't really nothing important, I imagine. But I think I will ask him. I'll just be like, this is quite a beautiful ship. Is there any history to it, or?
Well, I suppose so. Used to be a pirate, see? But pirates gotta settle down at some point, right?
You used to be a pirate.
Yeah, well, that's where the name comes from. Back in the day.
Wow.
Nick the Knife.
It's impressive.
Well, settled down and I'm good at conversation and I can pour liquid into a glass, so seemed like the right thing for me and worked hard on the renovations and moored it here in the wash where no one would really take issue with me just planting my ship down
Yeah.
and turned it into a tavern. Of course, we're kind of trails off for a moment and you see kind of like a little bit of a stormy expression across his brow. And he says, of course, we're under new management now.
Oh. I take by your tone that you're not a fan of that.
Well, I had a rough couple of months. It was about half a year there where I thought I was going to have to close up the whole tavern. And then, well, Captain Hanlon swooped in and offered to front the expenses so long as he got a share of the ownership. And so, now we're under new management and he's got his rules. But hey, at least we're still operational, right?
Oh yeah, you've got to do what you can to survive. Captain Hanlon, I think I recall that your bodyguard out there mentioned that he works for him.
Yeah, the muscle. He nods towards the door, and then also nods towards poetry here. The muscle were hired specifically by Hanlon. Don't know where he met him, but they're his idea.
And I imagine he's an active pirate, or...
Well, you could say so, though it's not like any piracy that I've ever seen. It's more of a crime boss now, I suppose.
Ah.
Doesn't do a whole lot of sailing.
So like a land pirate.
Suppose might be the best way to describe it.
It's not much of a pirate at all if you're not on a boat, but...
Well, I guess technically he is operating out of a boat. So we can't fault him there.
Yeah. So, where does this captain hang out? Is
He very pointedly doesn't answer that question, but make a perception check.
Okay. 21.
With the 21, you notice that he just hooks his head towards the trapdoor over there, but doesn't actually answer your question.
Oh, okay. Oh, alright. I'm gonna message him and just be like, is there anything you can tell me about this captain that you wouldn't want to say out loud?
You just kind of hear him go, fancy magic. Well, he's a little gnome fella. That's how you'll recognize him. And, well, he's doing something down there, but, well, it's none of my business, so I don't pry. He helps finance the tavern on bad months, and I don't ask questions.
Is there a way to get down there past the muscle?
Well, sort of punching a hole up through the ship from the water, you're gonna have to take the trapdoor.
Got it. Thank you for your help.
Of course, I would prefer if you didn't sink the ship.
Yeah, no, I understand. I won't cause any harm to your boat.
Much appreciated.
And she'll order another glass of mead.
He pours you one.
Alright, yeah.
He actually goes, this one's on the house. It's been a while since we've had such interesting conversations here.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah.
And he moves off to get the other girls some drinks as they flag him down.
I wonder what Leah's talking about over there. I want to know what this turtle man's name is.
Leah, yeah,
So
what are you up to?
him.
Leah went over to ask them about fishing.
All right. To either of them in particular, or just kind of posing the question to the group?
Just kind of generally posing the question. She's just kind of like, I can see you guys are pirates. How's the fish activity been?
The turtle fellow pipes up and goes, "Aye, well, Marinhall be a fishing town, so there's always plentiful fish. If you're looking to fish commercially, well, there's plenty of boats you could hop aboard. I'm sure they're always looking for deckhands, but if you just want to casually fish with a rod and tackle, well, you could always head down to Starshine Beach. There's usually a couple fish swimming about that you could drag right up."
Has there been anything interesting been pulled up lately?
Well, there's always the odd marlin. And the other Nyan Hari fellow pipes up and goes, "Well, Breckenridge did get that shark the other day." And the turtle nods and goes, "That is true. That is true. Well, you probably saw him when you were walking through the wash down at the Stilt Market."
Yes, I believe one of my companions was interested in purchasing that shark.
Well, Breckenridge is a fine fisherman, so I'm sure that it's a quality specimen that he's fished up. Well worth your
I
money.
see. Well, if we manage to get the funds for it, I'm sure Kagox would be more than happy to get his share of a a shark.
I don't know who Kagox is, but I'm sure he would.
The big fellow right over there. And she points at Kagox from across the room.
Aye, I see.
The one that was being all loud about his arm wrestling earlier.
Yes, he was being mighty loud.
Apologies. You know how you know how it is. He wants to show off his strength.
No, I'm not sure that I do, but I'll take your word for it.
I have an odd question to ask you, if it's all right.
Very well.
Would either of you gentlemen know anyone who is interested on getting some information, I suppose, from the docks?
I'm not entirely sure what you mean. Can you rephrase the question?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. She kind of hums and she's like, do you,
Chat,
do you
that's
know
what you do to
anybody-
your players when you want to fuck with them. You just go, I don't know what you mean.
Do you-
Say it again, please.
what I mean is do you know of anybody who would be willing to keep an ear to the floorboards about some merchant movements?
You'd be asking me if I know who's got their ear to the ground. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Well, suppose there's always information passed around at the taverns. As for anyone in particular, well, I don't know much about that. I suppose that some of the merchants get their merchandise from the shipping company down at the docks. All sorts of things get passed through there. And, well, there is old Domingo down at the Quipper. He's good for a story or two.
All right. I appreciate you taking the time to answer my odd question.
I did it as best as I could, lass.
Thank you. Just trying to keep an eye out for something in particular, but I appreciate the help nonetheless.
Not to worry, I know what it's like to be new in this part of town. What's your name, by the way?
I'm Leah.
Well, I be Swab, and that there's Anchovy.
Anchovy!
It's
Oh
nice
my
to meet you both. Leah will look at Anchovy and immediately say, Anchovy is a wonderful name, by the way. I absolutely adore fish.
Well, thank you kindly. Not really heard anyone who's that fond of it before, but the praise is appreciated.
If you don't mind me asking, why were you named Anchovy?
Well, it's Nyanhari custom, of course, right? You do know about that.
It's your favorite food, right?
Aye, when Nyanhari are little kittens, our parents will sometimes name us after our favorite food. Sometimes the name sticks longer than usual. And well, when you become known by something, it's just easier to stick that way.
I understand. So that means your favorite food must have been anchovies when you were younger.
Aye, that it was.
Good on you. Anchovies are actually quite an interesting fish. I don't know how much you know about them, but they're
Well, I know
quite
that-
intriguing.
I know they're tasty.
That's true. They're quite small, though, so the process for cooking them is quite interesting. Anyway, not to get on a tangent, but it's good to meet you both.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance as well. Aye, lass, it was nice to meet you.
Leah will just kind of wave and go back to the bar.
Very well. So as you guys kind of meet back up, you can get back together. And what would you like to do next? We are at the end of the session, but I just want to know what you want to do next.
Oh dang! Already? Holy crap!
Yeah, we're at 3
Yeah.
hours. I mean, I'm not in any rush if you guys are like we want to go a little longer, but it is a 3-hour session already. So
Ooh.
you
What
got
about you
things to
guys?
take care of. This is where we can end.
Did we get any viable information?
I don't.
Is
think
what
we did.
I mean? We earned
We
back
got a
10
few
gold. We earned
We
back
did.
10 gold.
We broke even.
Yes.
That's important.
We got a few pieces of information that might be useful. Just a few.
Yeah. I want in that trapdoor, but I don't think it's possible without.
Yeah. I don't think poetry likes me, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
The captain's got to come
okay.
out of there at some point. I feel like we have to
Yeah.
She
find
was
him and
really
get some other
nice to you.
thing.
What do you mean?
Okay, well,
She
yeah,
caught you
in
cheating. She
comparison-
could have
didn't
thrown
throw
you
us
out.
out.
In comparison to
True.
what
Yeah.
She didn't throw us
yeah.
out.
Yeah, she didn't throw us out. She didn't throw us out. I don't have beef with her. I think she's hot.
She didn't want to start
said that?
beef, so she just said,
Yeah.
Who said
"You
that?
can
Who
cheat
said
this
that?
time." But
I got
Yeah.
Not
hacked.
again. Yeah.
I got hacked.
And Ceresa's like canonically stronger than me, which
Yeah.
is throwing me off.
Yes,
That's a lead to follow for sure. Like, what's
Yeah.
going on there?
but we have a few. There's a few interesting tidbits because the baths would be a really good place to go for
Yes.
information because everybody talks. Now this is widely known. Everyone talks about shit they're not supposed to at bathhouses.
Really?
Everybody.
Like a
Politics. Probably. Yes, literally the Swedish.
True.
Okay, no, this is true.
IRL.
This is true. This is true. Literally the Swedish like area in DC, like the little building they have, has a sauna in it because that's where they have all their political meetings, in a sauna. Is that
Really?
Swedish or Finland? Yes. Because they make all of their deals in saunas because that's where people feel the most vulnerable and they're more likely to be willing to share like their secrets and things.
Wow.
Oh,
If we apply real world psychology to D&D, we will think that going to the bathhouses would be a really good idea because that's where people are going to talk their shit because they feel really vulnerable because they're naked.
I did receive the seal/invitation from somebody who
You
I guess
did.
is, like
You
in
did.
the family who owns it. So I am
Somebody
inclined-
who's in the family.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
yeah. We did. I'm sorry. I was arm wrestling.
you
Okay, yeah.
BRB'd at that moment, but
Ah.
Anthony was
Yeah.
talking to that Aurora lady.
Oh.
Yes.
She's
And
so
also
cool.
the shipping and handling bit, the Gaunt, they're connected
Yeah.
to obviously Our Lady, but we're gonna, since she's got her vault of things, maybe there's somebody there who might not particularly like her, who might have some
Yeah.
information.
Yeah,
Or
that's
we
what the
can
dude
go
said that
without.
some of her little like helpers or like assistance might
Yeah.
be there. So I feel like that's worth checking out.
Mhm. Yeah, because if there's anybody that we can be like, hey, you should give us some inside information, like they would know.
Mm. Yeah. Okay, so we'll need to head over. Although, yeah, you said the artisan district. We'll have to
Hey,
disguise you.
Leah's
you
gonna,
guys are here. Right?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Leah's
Okay.
gonna have to get a better disguise.
The mustache
The
isn't good
must-
enough.
The mustache and hat just aren't enough.
It's
Oh, just
really
not
good
enough.
though. It's like
She
a
also needs
solid
to stop
mustache.
telling people her name. Also,
Yeah, no,
That
Yeah.
was
I'm face
that was you. That was all you.
We
no,
cannot-
what are you talking about? That was her. What are you talking about? That was all her.
We need a better fake name than something that rhymes with your name. And like, but
So as you guys like sit around at the bar and Tina unfurls the map and you guys discuss it, where do you think your next direction will be?
Did anyone name drop Lady Gaunt in this place?
No, I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
Do we want to name drop Lady Gaunt in this place?
Mm.
I mean, the majority of them were or are pirates, and
Yeah.
pirates like money, so maybe we could make some potential allies or something.
Anchovy.
that's true.
Like
We
Andrew.
need anchovy.
I think we need Nick the knife in on this.
We
Actually,
need anchovy in on this.
I
guys.
did make a friend in the lizard folk.
You did.
Yeah,
did.
even though we cheated him out of
He
10
doesn't know
gold.
that. He doesn't
Yeah,
know
he doesn't even
He
know
doesn't
that.
know.
So, you
Yeah.
know,
Oh, but poetry knows.
poetry knows.
poetry does know.
Yeah, but we're not talking about poetry. We're talking about the Dragonborn. So the
Yeah, what's his
Dragonborn
name?
doesn't know. Poetry
Fish
knows.
star.
Fish star. Yep. I'm adding him to my notes as a person.
Potential ally.
I think you
Con out
guys-
of 10 gold.
I think you guys made some progress. You're getting an idea of the major players in town, and
We got
I
this
think
captain.
I think-
This captain.
Captain Fuckface.
Captain
Yeah.
Hanlon.
Captain bitch.
Captain Bitch. Yeah.
He's a gnome too, which is shocking. Or-
Captain
yeah,
Short
gnome.
Bitch.
Captain Kneecap.
Yeah, get him.
Captain Stubby.
What's wrong with being short, guys?
Captain Short King.
Captain Shortkin.
Can we just take off the king part?
Captain Fart Sniffer, because he's
Yeah. Captain
But,
Bitch Nugget.
Yeah, I think getting the lay of the land will serve you well. So I think
we'll probably just wander the. Should we go over to Gaunt shipping and handling next? Like,
I mean,
next session,
wherever you guys go is really up to you. But just keep in mind that there's things you can't undo.
Oh,
yeah.
I think maybe the steam house would probably
And-
be.
And Camille did advise you guys to not show your faces around, the bank too much
Yeah.
because then they'll know you, and B, anyone who's related to Gaunt because then they'll know you. So
Yeah.
she did advise you to kind of like steer a little bit clear of that and not like go there too frequently.
Unless
Yeah.
we can get some good disguises. Except
Yeah,
for
yeah.
Hey,
For sure.
I've got a kit.
I think,
And it has
I think
awesome
maybe
mustaches.
Okay.
I think maybe the steam house next.
I
Yeah.
agree. Also,
I'm-
I'm not over the fact that I thought Jay said sea mouse as like the
Sea
name
mouse.
of it. The
Sea
sea mouse.
mouse.
So
A sea mouse.
the
sea
sea
mouse?
mouse.
A little mouse.
A little mouse who
Steam, huh?
Yeah,
likes the
steam
the,
house.
the,
Little mouse
tiniest,
who
the
likes the
tiniest of
ocean.
mice.
Yeah. Cute little guy.
yeah. But
Just
applying the
little
real
fella.
world logic of that people are more likely to talk about things in steam
Yes.
houses.
Also,
Well,
I
it's
think
also
some,
next to a big estate, so that could be too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and maybe rich people will be there, which means that maybe we have more people to manipulate.
Wait.
Yeah, 'cause we gotta get it in with somebody who puts their money in. You know what I mean? Or like somebody
Yeah,
that
we
has
gotta have it
something
in
to
with
do with
somebody
the
who
bank.
knows the bank. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
because
wait.
So
we need
we could find somebody who puts their money with the bank or their things, and then be like, "Hey, buddy." So,
Wait.
you know,
Hold up. I had a thought. Remember what
Yes.
Goblin Man said? What's his name? Gibbet? Where did he say Lady Gaunt was like at?
Uh,
Her
Oh, there it
manor.
is. Never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah.
her
yeah, her
summer
little
home.
house. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
so
we stay
little.
away from there.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah, God, she's so
Unim-
fucking broke. What the hell?
Yeah, what an unimpressive
she's-
little house.
Why is
Yeah,
she so
look at that
poor?
little hovel. What is
Yeah,
up
like,
with
what
that
is
little?
that?
It is cut off by the map.
Just
No, she
Nah,
has a tiny
no,
fucking
that's
house.
the whole
Nah,
thing. That's-
no.
watch it be a giant like
She's a broke bitch.
mansion.
No, it's
Broke
definitely a giant
bitch.
mansion.
Broke bitch.
I'm just wondering how we're gonna use
Loser.
a disguise kit on a big old elephant man. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
that's-
Make him into a
I have
dragon.
a wig. I've got a wig.
What?
You know,
Slap some horns on him or flip him upside down and call his tusks horns.
flip him
and say
upside
he's a man's
down.
Oh my god.
Okay, Gox, on top of hopping 1 foot on the bridge,
Yeah.
now you need to walk on
Do
your
a
hands.
handstand.
and
Now you need to do a handstand and pretend you're a minotaur, please. Thank you.
moo.
Smooth. There we
Moo
go.
moo. See? Perfect.
I wonder if I get.
But
What? Who was saying what?
I just didn't want to cut you off, Anthena. But
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead.
you guys don't need to sweat like necessarily the order that you do stuff in.
okay.
I made the city huge and sprawling so that you can go wherever you want. So don't worry about that. You can just explore places on your way when you're traveling. You know,
Ooh.
it's like you don't need to teleport from the wash to like the steam house. You can visit stuff along the way if you want.
Yeah.
We could like go through the artisan district as long as we cover up Leah's noticeable
Yeah.
features.
We have to
and
cover
then-
up Leah.
Yeah, that's doable, I think.
Yeah. It wouldn't be hard.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I don't know what you did. That's the only thing.
Don't worry about it.
yeah.
I mean, I'm not. I won't metagame it. I'm just saying it's a decision for you to make.
Since
Dye Leah's hair.
Since it's a kind of an issue for Leah, wouldn't it be pertinent to kind of know roughly what Leah did here, so we don't do it
Ooh.
again?
Ooh.
Oh,
So
that's
maybe
fair.
the gang should ask, hey, what'd you do?
Well, to be fair, none of you guys exchanged criminal stories.
Yeah,
That's
we
true.
didn't share a criminal record.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There was a lot going on.
you can make that a conversation in character if you want.
Yeah. If you
Yeah.
guys want to question Leah, go for it.
Dude, I can't. Some team bonding, if you will.
Bonding over Trump.
Let's go. Some
Leah,
bonding.
what did you do?
I killed a
Straight up.
man with this thumb.
But anyways, if you had to pick a path, where do you think you guys would go? Just so that I can think about it for next time.
You guys agree through the artisan district? Like, go
Yeah.
back through the
I won't,
still.
Yeah.
I won't be
And
mad
then,
if you
like-
guys show up to next session and just completely change your mind, but just
Yeah.
give me like a sketch right now, and then I'll
Like-
Probably
Should I draw
here.
it?
I'll do it. I'll draw it. I got you. So we're going from the wash to this way. Yes.
I
And
will
then-
say, this label here is labeling the district, but that is also an area you can go to.
Okay. Do you guys want to stop in the stilts?
Yes.
Yeah, you said there was
Okay.
another tavern, like, somewhere.
Stop in here.
And then we can pull another arm wrestling scheme.
Hell yeah.
They did list out all the restaurants for you guys if you need me to remind you. Like all the different taverns
Okay.
and stuff. There is
Yeah.
the Knife's Edge in the Wash. The Tipsy Quipper is the one you guys are using as your base camp. And then there's one here in Merchant's Round.
Oh,
It's
okay.
it's like a more upscale restaurant.
Oh, okay. Cool. We should probably stop there then, yeah. I think that's
And
a good
there's one
idea.
in the stilts.
You think
No.
maybe we
The
stop by
Quipper is technically in the still.
yeah.
Can I have this?
We stop by the rich people
How do you
dinner
erase?
place after the steam house because then maybe we might recognize some patrons.
How do you erase?
Oh.
Do the
You
other
just-
way around.
You go to the mouse tool and then you like click and drag to select the line as if it's an object, and then you delete it.
Oh, thank God.
Interesting path there, Kgox. I believe in you getting to the bank. He's gonna get to the bank at some point.
That's where he's going. As soon as someone tells him what a bank looks like, then
He will go.
Yeah, he will be there. It's a
Count him
beautiful
in.
drawing, by the way. I love it.
Thank you. It'll come to the session where we talk about, okay, we're finally going to the bank. They explain what it is, and he is set and ready. He's
He
just
is
there.
there. He is ready.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. Again, you guys can change your path. You don't have to.
Okay.
Don't have to worry about sticking to some plan just because you said it. But I just like to kind of have an idea of what you guys want to do, just so that I can have an idea of what I might need to deal with next time.
Nope,
Even though
it's
most of it is
cemented.
prepared.
Not allowed to
I
change
imagine we'll go to the bathhouse or the steam house.
Okay,
I think. Yeah,
Hmm.
for sure.
sounds good. Alrighty then. So we can wrap up here then, since that's a good spot to end.
Okay.
And we'll return next time. So we will say that that's the end of the session. You guys decide on your next destination, pointing it out on the map, and can head there in the next session.
Nice.
Word.
So now let's head back over here, and off the top of our heads, is there anything that interferes with next week?
Let me check the calendar.
Nothing for me.
Wednesday, right? Or
Yeah. So
It would
we
be
would be going
Wednesday,
back to Wednesday unless you guys really
Okay.
specifically needed Thursday again, but it would be Wednesday, yeah.
this Wednesday. Wednesday? Does that work? for
Wednesday.
everybody? Yeah.
Yeah, does Wednesday work?
Wednesday works for me. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
Wednesday works for me.
7 p.m. Perfect. All right, then we will have our next session back in the usual time, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, for session 3, and we will continue to get the lay of the land, scout out Marinhall, see what we can learn. Yeah, that was a good session, chat. That was a lot of fun. I did kind of imagine that this campaign was going to be a little more RP heavy, which is why I wanted you guys to play it, because I figured you'd all get a lot out of the RP. And I'm glad that you have been. You've been talking to a lot of people, and all the interactions have been a lot of fun. So
I've been having fun.
yeah, it's been a really good time, and I'm looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, me too.
Me
Same.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Very
I'll be home, so I'll be in my own room with no roommates listening to me doing a British accent. So that's fun.
And I'll be back at school, which means I have good internet that isn't fucking inconsistent and keeps kicking me out of the call
Yeah.
every 20 minutes.
Just for reference, since you were messaging me, you were DMing me on Discord about it. If anyone was wondering why Leah was a little quiet, you're having
Aw.
internet problems, right?
I literally couldn't hear like half of the session, and I couldn't see Roll20. But it's
I
fine.
can- I
But-
will give you a recap, Olivia.
Yeah,
Oh
and
god,
the VOD,
really?
the VOD will be there if you
Okay,
want to watch
that's
it, and you won't have to worry about hearing your own voice because you.
Because I wasn't talking.
Because that's the reason why I can't watch VODs, because
wonderful.
I have to listen to myself. But you won't have that problem.
Exactly. But I
you
caught
can get
most of
caught
it, like,
I think you got the
it's
important
okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I got the gist.
But yeah, if you feel like there's parts you missed, then go back and see what happened. I think you were gone
Yes,
for
Gabby
a
will
lot
give
of
me
a lot of Gibbet.
Yeah.
Give it.
I was
You need
also
to watch
mostly,
Gibbet.
mostly just Gibbet, I think. Everything else I was there for the rest of.
You missed the most important part.
Oh god,
Gibbet.
Gabby, I
Gibbet
expect a
drugged
full
you.
recap. Oh, god.
And yeah, that thing that Anchovy said, that is canon Nyanhari lore.
I
That is-
love that. I remember
it's not
reading that on
necessarily-
the-
Anchovy.
Yeah,
Rope
not
info.
every Nyanhari follows it, but most of them do.
Hee hee. That's cute.
They wait a little bit. They don't name their children as soon as they're born. They wait a little bit, and they get a sense of their personality and what they like, and then they name them after that.
Aww,
Aww.
That's so cute.
that was cute. Anchovy.
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 I usually try really hard to give non-Harry names that work like as like actual names too, so that it doesn't just sound like I named a character Bread or something like that.
Please, I want to meet an NPC named Bread.
but with Anchovy, I was
Bread.
like, he's in a pirate tavern. It's kind of fun.
Does that mean
So
that
I
you could
just let
meet
it-
one that's named Cinnamon Roll? You could find a
Yes.
sweet cinnamon roll.
No
Oh my
comment.
Yeah,
no comment.
Awesome.
Wipes sweat from brow. Eyes dart towards Artisan District.
We have to go.
We're going to the
We
Artisan
have to
District
go.
now.
We have to find cinnamon roll.
We gotta find cinnamon roll. Let's go.
What if
yeah,
cinnamon roll
I-
is like
I-
the
I
buffest,
do.
like the most jacked man you've ever seen?
Dude.
I do usually try to give them reasonable names that work as actual names, like Pavlova from Silver Song.
Ooh.
I love Pavlova.
Everybody does. Best
Yeah.
girl.
Best girl.
We literally have an emote of her.
Yeah, she's literally best girl.
There she is. She's peeking.
Oh, that's so cute.
Cute.
But yeah, we'll turn to this next time, unless anybody has any questions about something that they didn't understand during the session and they want me to clarify.
Yeah.
I'll take that as a no.
Wait, what
No
was the
questions.
question again?
I was just like, oh well, if you have any questions about something that you wanted me to clarify
how
during
does
the
gold
session.
work? Yeah, let's
How do I-
let's go over how gold works.
Quick, we gotta teach Kgox how to play rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, yeah. You throw a rock at someone.
No!
No.
Yes.
That's exactly how it works. Canon now.
No.
Yes, Gagox.
No
It
more giving
win.
Kgox bad ideas.
Throw rocks.
Throw rocks, paper cut, and slash with scissors.
Just stabbing someone.
Oh my.
It's a new fighting
Stab.
combo called the rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah.
All right, we'll wrap up here for tonight and call it a stream. There won't be any streams on the weekend because I'm going to be busy. As for next week, we'll have, of course, this on Wednesday for session 3. And I'll see maybe Monday. I'm not really sure how busy I am in the early part of the week, so I might just kind of push the streams to the end of the week instead. But I should have time towards the end of the week, so maybe we'll do another. Maybe we'll do another old school. I'm kind of addicted to old
Yes.
school. It's kind of the best game of the
I
year.
will take you to history class again.
You got
When you do
expelled.
not
You
need
missed
to
that
go
part
to
of the stream.
history
You do not go to the school anymore, Balcony. You got expelled. You got expelled
I
on
got
day
expelled!
2. On day 2.
What?
You were there for
From
one
what?
day, and then on the second day of school, they said, Balcony no longer goes to the school. We wish her luck in her future endeavors, and that was it.
Bro.
What?
We never figured out
What
what
did I
happened to
get-
you, but
did
you just started loitering around like the,
Oh my
the
God.
basketball court after that, and you just got in fights.
Oh my god. I guess I like starting fights. What the hell? This is terrible.
Rika was in a gang.
Dude.
Oh my
cool cat.
god.
Damn.
She was running a
Yeah.
gang.
I was running a
and,
gang.
She carried a
I
baseball
run
bat
with
with
12 gangs.
she carried a baseball bat with barbed wire around wherever she went. The entire game, no
Oh
matter
my
what you
God.
would when you would see Rika, she had a baseball bat with barbed wire.
Dude, it's my
Exciting.
go-to.
What is this game? This sounds fascinating.
Well, the VOD is there. It's very hard to describe.
Yeah,
It's basically
hey.
like it's like a sandbox.
It's so
Oh, okay.
ridiculous. It's great.
where it's really hard to describe because basically the dev makes like really like bizarre kind of shitty games but he also is like kind of like a savant. Like he kind of is like a genius. And so they're really
Incredible.
hard to describe because like his past game was called Wrestling Empire, and it was basically this like super robust combat system of like pro wrestling. But like with like these janky graphics and like really like just kind of like freedom to do whatever you want because you were like how you have a wrestling career, right?
Yeah.
And so you could just like wander the streets after your wrestling match and just like go and like beat people up, and you could, if you knew you were gonna wrestle somebody later that day, you could like lure them down to the subway and push them on the tracks.
Oh my
Um,
god.
It was chaos. But then basically he made a game called Old School, and what he did was he made a school simulator, like kind of like the bully games.
Oh yeah.
Or like a little bit kind of Persona in there too. But he just kept his entire wrestling engine and moveset and just ported that straight into the game. So
Oh my gosh.
if you're in kindergarten, you can do like wrestling moves off the top rope from like the stage in the theater of the school.
Oh my
like no matter who you are, if you're a teacher, if you're a kindergartner, if you're a 12th grader, if you're just some guy who's like a civilian, you know wrestling moves. And so it just descends into chaos where anytime anybody gets mad at each other in the school, they just immediately start wrestling you, and so you'll get like in trouble for skipping class, and the teacher will find you and he'll just like suplex you for skipping class.
Oh
but
my god. This
from
might be
the-
the best game ever, I think.
That's what I'm saying. From the main menu, you can go into the editor and edit the appearance and name and grades and stats of every single character in the game.
Oh my gosh.
So I went into there and I basically put like everybody in my Discord into the game. So you're in there too, Gabby.
No way!
Yeah,
Oh my god.
you're like a 6th grader or something like that, named Killer Gabby, and you have an eye patch.
Awesome! Hell yeah. That captures
Um,
my essence.
But yeah, because I didn't really change any of the appearances. I just like named a bunch of the NPCs randomly. And so you're all just like pure chaos. I think Jotun, you're in there too, but I think you got expelled as well.
That doesn't surprise me, but yeah, okay.
I barely even got to talk to Jotun, and you
Aw.
got expelled. And then
It's
you just kind of loitered around the subway after that. But yeah, that game was pure chaos. We made a character who was like an old man, but he was also in kindergarten. That was our player character.
Wow. That's yeah.
And he shit his pants on stage on the first day of kindergarten.
What?
When the principal hands in the mic and goes, the principal hands in the mic. No, he's an old man. It's fine. The principal hands in the mic and goes, "Introduce yourself to the kindergarten class, Billy." And he just shits his pants. And then they took me to the principal's office for public defecation. They got me in trouble for it. That was my first 10 seconds of kindergarten. It's so funny. It's the best game. That stream is like one of my favorites I've ever done. Like in the first 10 seconds of the game when that happened, I was like crying of laughter. You can watch the clips.
Oh my gosh.
It's great.
We got beat up by Dad a lot too. That was pretty sad.
What?
Anytime we would like get in trouble at school, our dad would come and pick us up because you like it's a sandbox. So you like the game gives you parents and everything.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so like we named our character Grandpa Billy because we were trying to be funny, and then that turned out that the Billy part was actually assigned to his surname just because we put a space. And so our dad was Brad Billy and our mom was Sadie Billy because which then I guess canonically meant that our character's first name was Grandpa.
Yeah.
And then we got in trouble at school and Dad showed up at the school gates and suplexed us in the ground. But then the next day we got a baseball bat and we beat him up and he eventually forgave us for it. So
All
we
right.
hashed
Hey.
it out.
Yeah. All right. Well, good. I'm glad
You
it's
just
resolved.
had to beat him up enough that he didn't want that smoke anymore, and then he gave up.
Hee hee.
and we figured out how to make money after hours and hours of being so broke that we were in debt. We were a kindergartner who was like $4 in debt, and because we were $4 in debt, they wouldn't let us into the cafeteria to eat lunch anymore. It was
Oh
so
my
funny.
gosh.
But then we figured out how to make money, and the solution to making money was go into the school bathroom and like break the sinks until they flood the bathroom, and then use the mop to mop up the bathroom and clean it, and then the school pays you for doing janitor work. And then we were rich after that because we would just every day go mess up the sink and flood the bathroom.
You get paid for cleaning up your own mess.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly. It's so funny. It's the
Oh my
best game
gosh.
of the year.
Incredible. Well, I have to check this game. This sounds awesome. And if you play it again, I will be there.
Yeah, I'll play it again next week because it's just too funny to not keep going. We got in trouble for running over Mr. Hyena, who was one of the teachers at the school. We ran him over with our bike, and we got in trouble for that.
Oh no!
Also, yeah, you can just drive cars. It's a sandbox, so you can just like steal a car and drive it like it's GTA.
As an elementary schooler?
Yeah, as a kindergartner, we were just driving a car because Dad wouldn't take us to school, so we had to get our own way there, and we just stole the family car and drove to school, and we ran over a bunch of people on the way.
Oh my god.
And then the town flooded. That's a whole other story.
Oh no!
I was not expecting it, but there's like a random event that can happen where it rains so much that the entire city floods, including the school. And so everybody's swimming through the hallways.
Do you get paid to clean it up?
Well, no, because we couldn't pick up the mop because there was so much water in the school that we couldn't reach the floor.
No.
We got in trouble for skipping class because we couldn't get into the classroom because it was flooded. and then one of the teachers, while the school was flooded, one of the teachers grabbed me and wrestled me to the ground so that they could haul me off to the office to get me in trouble, the principal's office. And then the principal got me in trouble for skipping class while sitting in like 4 feet of water.
Oh my god.
We got bigger issues here, guys.
Nah. Gotta
No,
go to school.
Truancy. It's the perfect game. All you could ever ask.
Truly. Yeah.
He even left in the entire wrestling ring so you can just go fight people if you want.
That's awesome. Bad respect for this guy.
It's one of those things where it's like it seems like it's like a shitpost game or like just like a throwaway. Oh, the dev didn't really try that hard. Or the dev wasn't very good at what he did, right? But then you notice all like the little intricate systems that interact with each other, and you're like, wait a sec, he actually like paid a lot of attention to this game. like the game would like recognize when one of the teachers had already asked a question to a student, and the student would be like, why are you asking me this again? Like,
Oh,
like there really
wow.
are like details in the game.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
There's like an
Yeah, no,
entire
that's
like
impressive.
yeah, there's an entire bathroom system where if you don't go to the bathroom, then you just piss or shit your pants. and then people you walk by will comment on it and make fun of you.
Oh my gosh.
Like genuinely, there's like systems in that game. It's crazy.
Wow. Yeah, this is the game of the year, I think.
I think. So.
Mhm.
But anyways, we'll stream that again next week because I really want to play it again. It was really funny, and now we kind of like know what we're doing. So now we're gonna be succeeding.
Heck yeah.
And start to we were just trying to survive last time, trying to get out of debt, trying to not die every day because we were so low on health. But now that we like know how to game the system and restore our health in class by sleeping, and make infinite money by causing problems in the bathroom, now we can start to hash out some of those vendettas we got. There's some people at that school we really don't like Arnold and Brad.
Yeah, screw Brad.
We hate Brad.
Hate Brad.
So we're gonna find Brad outside of the classroom because I do think that people can get sent to the hospital if their health gets low enough. Like if you beat
my
somebody
God.
up enough, they go to the hospital. But if you beat them up enough, like in Wrestling Empire, you could kill people. If you push them onto the train tracks and ran them over repeatedly by not letting them get out of the train tracks, they would die.
Oh my god.
That's
dude.
why there's a cemetery in the game. If you're wondering why there was a cemetery, it's because after people die, they'll host a funeral for them in which you can wrestle people at the funeral.
Oh my god.
Like I said, it's a masterpiece.
Dude.
Wow.
But anyways, we'll wrap up this stream here. So yeah, I don't really know my schedule for next week, and the schedule might actually be a little late just because I don't know how busy I am on Monday. So it might be a Monday night or Tuesday schedule, but we're definitely gonna have more than one stream. We'll do this on Wednesday and try to get an old school in there if we can. Other than that, that's all I have for you tonight. So take care. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a good night.